Not everything needs 8 strings. Some things need 20.
Oh, yeah. Rob Scallon's teasing a 10-string vid.
I saw that. I thought it was 9. I didn't actually count.
Yeah, it's a tenor. It's a tenor.
Music term.
Oh, I didn't. That was unintentional.
It's definitely not in tenor range, though. That's for sure.
No, that's yeah. Let me open up.
I'm using my cat. At this point, I'm using my cat as a drum kick pad.
Nice. That seems interesting.
He's just laying here. He's got one eye open, and I just keep tapping his fucking chest with my foot.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Distorted Entertainment Cat Cast. Never mind. I want to do that again. Hello, everybody, and we my cat's freaking out, and Mitch's cat is being used as a kick drum pad. Not literally, though. My name is Ethan Carpenter. I am, of course, joined by Mitchell. Mitchell, how's it going?
Well, I'm actually literally using my cat as a kick drum pad, just very gently. It's going well. I got a warm cat on my foot, and I'm in pain, and I'm making money, but I also spend way too much time at FedEx.
I do not have a cat under my foot. I have a new chair, though, so my entire lower body doesn't fall asleep within 5 minutes of sitting down. Now it takes 30, but it is much more. It is much more comfortable. I don't even have to have a pillow to sit on. It's fantastic. Welcome, guys, to Distorted Entertainment tonight. Today, rather, we're going over a Septicflesh album and a Slipknot record. Of course, that's going to be coming up. Of course, we have some news to go through. Starting off, I think the biggest thing, this is actually coming out today. Today's the 22nd of November. Guitar Center officially filing for bankruptcy. It dropped earlier today. But it says that they aren't going to go, they're not closing, but they did officially file bankruptcy. It's rumored every year that they're going to file bankruptcy. I specifically remember the past couple of years that people were talking about it. Looks like they officially did it, and they're looking to, refinance through stuff and keep going. I hope Guitar Center sticks around. I'm not a hater of the Guitar Center like some other people are.
Have I even stepped into a Guitar Center before? I don't think I have.
I can't answer that for you.
I don't think I have.
They're fun. I do remember the first time I went into Sam Ash. I liked Sam Ash a little bit more, but now it's kind of flip-flopped, the past year or so, because here in Indiana, we just don't have a lot of music gear that's flowing in and out of the stores. Every time,
unless you live in Fort Wayne.
Unless you live in Fort Wayne. But I went up to a Guitar Center up in Fort Wayne, and it was horrible.
Of course it was. There's only one place to go in Fort Wayne, and we all know where that is. It's Sweetwater.
Of course. But every time I've gone to a Guitar Center in Kentucky, Tennessee, any other state, every time I'm blown away by the vast the better selection of stuff they have. There was a Sam Ash I think I went to in Tennessee, and it was 3 times the size of the one in Castleton. It was ridiculous.
Wow. Yeah, no, for me, all my music needs, I went for, when I lived in Bloomington, we don't have any big stores there. It's all small music stores, which you would think with IU being one of the bigger music schools, we would at least have one mainstream music store or something, but nope. So it was local music stores for a while. I've gone to Sam Ash once. That's where I picked up my monitors. And I've been to Sweetwater once, and I wanted to stay forever.
Sweetwater's wonderful. Sweetwater. I've been to Sweetwater 4 or 5 times, one of which was when I applied for a job there and I had an interview. And I thought I was a shoo-in, and the hiring person said that she thought I was too, but they ended up not going for it. And
lame.
I was sad, but it was probably a good call because I would have spent most of my money just on music gear I didn't need. But Guitar Center.
You always need music gear.
Well, yeah. But yeah, so Guitar Center officially files for bankruptcy. I hope it never has to close down. I like guitar stores in general, and what the myth is, competition breeds creativity or something like that.
I love that metal album.
Even though what?
I love that metal album. Competition breeds. That sounds like a thrash album.
It does. It sounds like it'd be right in there with like Countdown to Extinction or something like that. It would definitely be a Megadeth record. I think if we're looking at like the big 4. But yeah, on to probably the best news to come out of Loudwire, and it's not. I didn't even check to see if there's any Corey Taylor news, and I don't think there is, so I'm not going to go back through. Trapped's Facebook account got deleted.
Yes, I saw that.
Yes, I won't go into much detail, but that was hilarious to me. It was a good day. It was a good day.
You think they're going to take Facebook on?
They
I mean, they did say they would take on anyone.
Yeah. Trapped got deleted off of Facebook due to hate speech, and I'm completely okay with it. Something a little more heartwarming. Well, not that isn't heartwarming. A hardcore guitarist, formerly of a band called Outbreak, saved a baby from an abduction attempt.
Metal.
I just thought it.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. Like he saved somebody from getting abducted by putting the dude in an MMA hold and just kept him there until the police arrived. So good guy, Mr. Brian Kemsley. Kemsley. Yes, I did say that right. I don't know why it took me so long to pronounce that, but good guy, hardcore guitarist. You're one of the good ones. And then the last two good ones. Well, the last two, when it comes to music on my end, they're both Metallica related. First of all, this is kind of a single as well, but it was from a live stream benefit show they did. They debuted a reimagined version of Disposable Heroes, and it's hot trash. It is garbage. I couldn't get through like 40 seconds of it. I could not recognize anything from the song. And it's really weird because this is how James like opened it, like announced it. It was they took the unplugged version of the song where they did an unplugged show, but then they took the unplugged version and then made it heavy again. And it just sounds bad.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad idea.
So he introduced it as, quote, "Here's a heavy song we did acoustic, and we're doing it heavy in the acoustic version way," began James Hetfield, who then laughed. And then Lars, quote, "So I hope you're as confused as we are."
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was bad. And then the other thing is also Lars related. Metallica's Lars Ulrich reacts to drumming criticism with, quote, "I've got nothing left to prove."
Okay.
That's pretty much it. Ulrich adds, I quote, "I'm literally immune to it. We did a bunch of interviews, and sometimes if I'm being interviewed by a journalist who's also a fan, they'll say, when people say Lars is a shitty drummer, I defend you, which is cool, but I gotta tell you, 20 years, 30 years later, it just doesn't register anymore." Like, all right.
I mean, yeah, okay. I don't think he's like a shitty drummer by any means. Granted, I'm not like the biggest Metallica fan. Not that I hate him or anything. I just don't really, listen to him all that much.
Yeah, I don't think that he's the worst drummer ever.
But he's like pretty basic. Like he doesn't do like amazing things. He's not like Mike Portnoy, Mario. Oh no,
no, not at all. But like for the first 4 records, he And Justice for All was basically a Lars solo album with how loud everything was mixed. My cat, dude. Woody, get down.
I have this calm ass cat just right by my feet, letting me just kind of like mess around with him, though he's starting to get irritated by it.
My cat was like trying to climb up my dresser, and he's being a jerk. But yeah, and then once the Black Album hit, and then Load and Reload, where he stripped down his kit, he kind of, it's a lot more basic. But I don't necessarily think he's bad. He's just, he has some issues with timing when live and things like that. But
one of the most important things a drummer kind of needs.
Yeah, so
it's
I don't know.
Even worse if he has a click track in his ear and he's still having problems.
I don't need a click, bro. I don't play or record to a click. I don't need it.
See, I always wonder if there are any bands out there that are using or are not using clicks when they play live.
Bands that are too broke to have click tracks.
Okay, I meant my bigger bands like Gojira or...
Oh, no, it's the, Yeah, I don't think Meshuggah uses clicks.
They don't need to. Why would they?
But yeah, so that's what I had. Do you have anything in the realm of music?
In the realm of music, you say? Let's be honest. Quarantine, whatever level of quarantine you are doing, whether it be 0% or 100%, sucks. And the biggest part that sucks is no live shows. But I've been enjoying at least seeing the fact that like bands are like streaming their live shows free. Like their older recorded ones. Like Gojira's done it twice now. They've streamed the Red Rock show, which I was at. Mm-hmm. And I have news about that. I totally forgot about that. And then they're streaming their Hellfest 2019 one as well. At the Gates streamed their 2008 one, so that it took me a second, but that would mean that there was no new material. That's Slaughter to Soul and Back. Ginger's streaming theirs from Melbourne. There's just a bunch of bands streaming, and then there are other bands that are selling tickets to play live. And they'll like Dark Tranquility. I haven't bought any tickets because I've been hella poor for a while. They did their entirety of their new album, which came out yesterday, I think, or the day before.
Huh.
They did the entirety of the album live in the very famous Swedish theater. So, and I still haven't listened to the album. By the way, Dark Tranquility released a new album. I'm excited to hear it when it comes in the mail.
Yeah, I have not checked any of it out, but I haven't even checked out like any of the new Aesop stuff other than the singles. So
yeah, I haven't either. I was really surprised. Everyone is giving this album really good reviews, including, not including, and like some of them are even saying they're like genre bending and stuff, which is not new for Dark Tranquility, but still. But Angry Metal Guy was like 2.0 out of 10.
Jeez.
And yeah, I can't.
Go ahead.
I can't wrap my head around it because everyone else is like giving it an 8 and 9.
Well, I mean, it is a guy named Angry Metal Guy.
Yeah, but usually he's, cool. Sometimes
it's sitting at a 74% on Metallum.
Yeah, see, and Metallum's nothing but dicks. So like,
it's got two.
Unless they agree with me.
It's got 2 reviews on there. One is a 65, the other is an 82.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. I mean, from what I've heard,
horrible.
From what I've heard from the singles, it's like it's Dark Tranquility sound. I mean, they've been around since the 90s. They've slowly evolved over time, but they definitely have a definitive sound. And yeah, it doesn't sound too much different. If you like what Dark Tranquility sounded like on Atoma and Fiction and Character and Construct and a whole bunch of other things, probably gonna like this one from what I've heard.
I have not listened to any Dark Tranquility to my knowledge.
You will.
You will. Tell me. Do you bleed?
Okay.
You will.
Okay. Okay.
Batman versus Superman? Dawn of Justice? Batfleck?
No. Ethan, I'm about to hurt you right now. I haven't even seen the Dark Knight trilogy.
What is wrong with you?
That was the same thing Adam
What's
said
wrong
to me
with
at
you?
Work. I'm not a movie guy, okay? Calm down.
The Dark Knight trilogy is great. Well, I mean, the best one's the one in the middle, but I like all of them.
To be fair, I have seen parts of the first one.
Batman Begins, I rewatched it last year, and I rewatched it after watching Pulp Fiction for the first time. And it was my very first, yes, well, shut up.
No. Dark Knight Tranquility, God. The Dark Knight Tranquility.
The Dark Knight is like a legitimately amazing movie. Like,
true.
But
Pulp Fiction is a classic, and even I've seen that.
Yeah, I watched it for the first time last year. And it was my first. It was my first introduction to Tarantino, and I really loved it. It was a great movie. The dialogue was great. It was very natural and flowing. And then I went to go watch Batman Begins, where the dialogue feels like a board that is dead and has rigor mortis. It is so stiff. It is such stiff dialogue. I dare you watch a Tarantino movie and then watch Batman Begins, and it's like, oh, this is 2 hours of really awkward.
Which one was Batman Begins?
It was the first one. It's the one with he's basically fighting Ra's al Ghul in the League of Shadows. Scarecrow's in it too, but Scarecrow's kind of in all of them. I think, yeah. He's in all of them, but he's only a cameo in the next two. Yeah, they kind of Scarecrow kind of gets the shaft.
Let's see other music news, because
yes, back on topic.
Yeah. There was apparently T-Pain. I saw this. T-Pain likes Trivium. So
okay, yeah, and this can actually kind of segue into a small conversation.
Okay.
I hate Metalheads. Just kind of like the big communities, especially like on Facebook. So recently, Rihanna got a picture taken of her, and she was wearing like a vintage Pantera shirt or something like that. And I don't understand how butthurt metalheads get when somebody who you wouldn't imagine likes metal, or even if they don't like metal, if they're wearing a metal shirt at all at that point, they're like, oh, this is, we should kill Rihanna or kill the Kardashians, or like, not that brutal, but they get so butthurt by it. And I'm like, dude, even, first of all, you don't know, maybe Rihanna really likes Pantera. Like, just because she's a pop star doesn't mean she can't like metal. Miley Cyrus is putting out a Metallica covers record, and Rob Halford is excited about that. That was another article. I just didn't deem it that important to bring up as a news segment until we had a conversation leading to this. But people are freaking out about that. It's like, oh, she's a pop rap artist. She's gonna immediately ruin it. From what I've heard, she actually has a decent rock voice. Like, I don't really like her pop stuff, but I'll check out one of the songs, especially if like somebody says, oh yeah, this is decent, or something like that. I just don't understand how people get so angry. Like, even if they don't, like, if Rihanna doesn't like Pantera, who cares? Somebody's going to see that shirt and maybe look up Pantera, and maybe there'll be a new Pantera fan. Like,
yeah. I mean, for me, as snobby as I can be, I do really would love this music to be more known and loved in like the world, because I get sick of having my music, like, not being able to listen to my music at work, when I'm on a computer because I have to deal with idiots being like, turn that devil music off. Me. I can't understand them. I'm just like, shut the hell up. I had somebody that was like, I can't understand them. And then they listen to K-pop. I'm like, do you know Korean? They're like, no. And I'm like, what? Shut the hell up. It's one thing if you don't like the growling, fine, whatever. There's metal without growling.
Oh yeah, I love the people that are like, they act as though death metal is the only kind of metal. I'm like,
because it is.
Like Black Sabbath is metal.
Yeah.
Dio is metal.
Oh, Dio. I love Dio. I don't think people should be wearing shirts if you don't know who they are. But I mean, there are also people that would wear, like when I was in middle school and had no identity. Let's be honest. I don't think most of us did. The cool thing for me was to have shirts with skulls on them because, I don't know, Walmart.
Edge.
Yeah, pretty much. And apparently, for the longest time, I was wearing Punisher shirts. I didn't know who the fuck Punisher was. And then when somebody said,
neither do a lot
Punisher.
Of
people. Yeah.
Especially people that put the sticker on their cars, usually.
Yeah. People were like, oh, the Punisher. I'm like, that must be a WWE star.
That's a decent guess if you don't know what the Punisher is.
So, yeah, for the longest time. And like my sister wears a shirt that she was like, this is a really cool design. I really like it. And I can't remember if she brought it up to me or I brought it up to her. It turns out it's a BioShock shirt, but it's so esoteric because it's the picture of the lighthouse in the first BioShock.
Gotcha. It's like in the opening scene, yeah.
And it's a fan-drawn one that I think she bought off of Redbubble or something. And once she knew it was BioShock, she like came up to me and she was like, oh, well, is there anything I really need to know? And I'm like, no, not really. I mean, here's the premise of the game, but... I mean,
if you had like Andrew Ryan... Is it Andrew Ryan?
Yeah, Andrew Ryan.
I thought that was... Who wrote Atlas Shrugged? Is that the same name?
Okay, Andrew Ryan was like the main bad guy throughout the game until you
until the twist. Yes.
Until the twist. So, and then you're dealing with the other main character, of course, is Fontaine. And then I forget who the Irish guy that guides you through the game is, but I think that's Atlas. I think.
It's been a minute since I played the first BioShock.
Yeah, same. But anyways,
great game. Great game.
Yeah, wonderful game. Unless you're like, people wear things because they think it's cool. Like, if you go up to somebody and they don't know what they're wearing, don't be a dick about it. Like, be cool. Yeah. Maybe you could show them music and they like it, or you can show them the video game or movie that it's referencing.
Yeah, I mean, the first band shirt I ever had was a Metallica My Apocalypse shirt. I didn't know I didn't know My Apocalypse at that time. I was like,
I don't know what that is.
What?
I don't even know what that is.
It's the final track off of Death Magnetic. It's a good song. It's a good song. But I didn't know. I thought My Apocalypse was an album. I'm like, I don't know what this is. I just started listening to like For Whom the Bell Tolls and Sad But True a lot, and I saw this at a store and I wanted it.
Yeah.
Of course, now I'm like, Saint Anger's misunderstood.
Yeah. We don't talk about that portion of you. But yeah, make this genre somewhat,
accessible,
accepting, popular. Don't be hipsters about it. I'm not. I listen to hipstery ass stuff. Let's be honest here. Fibonacci all the way, man.
Yeah, Tool is super hipster.
Well, maybe I was referencing Haken from the last episode.
Well, yeah, but that's not a full Fibonacci sequence. Then you got a Lateralus.
Okay, to be fair, a full Fibonacci sequence isn't that infinite? So, like, does that mean that album needs to keep going?
You know what I mean.
I'm just saying.
Look, we're not going to get like philosophical. What's really true? about this. The song Lateralis.
Let me use my degree.
Fibonacci. No, you're not allowed to use your degree on this podcast. Not at this time.
Damn it.
Jesus. Yeah, so that was just a sidebar.
Yeah.
I got really frustrated at the metal community.
Yeah,
It's been happening.
I mean,
it's been happening a lot lately.
again, like, I get it. Like, you don't want people to just be wearing things as like a fashion statement when these bands work hard. Fine, but don't be a little pansy about it. Be cool. Be like, this is this band. This is my favorite album by them. Blah blah blah. Yada yada.
But also here's kind of the thing. Let's say somebody who has no idea who Gojira is comes across like a shirt design that they like, and we assume that they pay for the shirt on a place that supports Gojira directly or something like that. Gojira is still getting their money. They're still getting the support.
No, fuck that person. Kill them. They don't know who Gojira is.
Mitch.
Kill them.
Mitch. Now,
actually,
if it's secondhand, like, still, who cares? But, like,
yeah.
I found this shirt with a whale on it at Goodwill.
Yeah, okay. I mean, the whale shirt is cool. Oh, actually, funny enough, and somebody could easily buy at one of the tours I went to, the very first Gojira tour I went on, which was for L'Enfant Sauvage. They were headlining it, and Devin Townsend and the Atlas Moth was touring with them. One of the Gojira shirts I bought and definitely can't wear anymore, and I could barely wear it when I bought it because Mitch has never been small, and they only had it in a large. And,
I feel that.
Yeah. But when I was younger, I could at least wear it, and then it was just kind of tight and uncomfortable, but it still looked cool. It was literally, it said Gojira at the top, and it was Godzilla destroying a town. Like, if somebody's wearing that, dude.
I would
they
assume,
just like kaijus.
Yeah, I would just assume that they're a fan of Godzilla. Like, even now, I'm like, well, it's kind of weird that it's just using the Englishized version of Gojira, but whatever.
Well,
I
you
guess.
do know that they were originally named
Yes,
Godzilla.
I know.
Okay.
But if somebody's like referring to Godzilla as Gojira, usually it's with the Japanese lettering associated with it as well. But yeah, at that point, I'd just be like, well, that's a weird Godzilla shirt, but I'm for it.
So. Yeah,
do you have it's just a weird thing. I guess another thing that was bugging me was like people are in the metal community. People are like just now starting to freak out about WAP or whatever. Really? Yeah, at least from what I'm saying. Like Geezer Butler was interviewed by Loudwire or something like that. It's like, yeah, I don't like it, but I'm also 60 or 70 or something like that, which I just thought was a very funny headline. Yeah. and people are like, this song is so obscene when they have like a Cannibal Corpse shirt on.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't like the song, and I think it is kind of a gross song, and I really I hate her in general. As a human being and person and musician. That being said, it's not the most obscene thing I've ever heard. No. We can always go to a Cal Decap song.
I mean, even worse than that, you can go into Porno Grind. Like,
we don't talk about that area.
But like, look, I have not like heard the whole song. I watched Todd in the Shadows review of it. Funny video. I recommend it. I think the song's hilarious. From what I've heard, like this, it's just so stupid and over the top. I would never listen to it willingly, but like from what I've heard on that video, I'm like, this song is just funny. I don't understand why people are so mad about it. It's because it got popular. Like if it didn't chart, nobody would care. The biggest thing is like it hit number 1 or something.
So we don't need to get in the WAP because I absolutely hate it, but that's beside the point.
Have you heard the censored versions?
Yes.
It's even funnier.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Snakes on a Plane.
It's so bad it's good. I love it. Anyway, do you have any other news? I have a couple things for gaming as well.
Samus, the drummer, needs people's parts. He's sampling those because it's Samus, and he does things like that. So, if that's something you guys are interested in, send your fart to Samus. I'm not joking about
this. Oh,
this.
you did say fart. I thought you said parts, and I was going to joke. It's like it sounded like you said fart. I did. No. You literally did say fart. All right.
Yeah,
of course.
It's Samus. He's sampling
two people I can expect that from. Samus and Ola. Those I could expect either of them to do something like that.
I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure he was doing an entire song for it because somebody told him that he couldn't, and he's Samus, so he's like, please do. Yeah,
It reminds me of the meme, and this is before I really knew Devin Townsend, but it was like, Devin Townsend, I'm going to spend $1 million on an album that's about dicks or something like that. Like, that's funny. I don't know what record it was for, though.
Actually, I think that would be this current record.
Oh.
Empath? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that one was for.
Isn't it empath?
Look, man, do you really want to get into the etymology of this word?
I think it's pronounced empath. Like this person is an empath. Empath sounds like a disease. You've been diagnosed with empath.
All right. Empath. Pronounce. You. All right. I'm going. I don't like how this looks already. I don't agree with how they pronounce it on that one, so I'm going to look at a different one.
Oh, was it empath? That's how you pronounce that word.
No, everyone's wrong. I'm right.
No,
I have a college degree.
So do I.
I have a philosophical degree. I win.
All right. Do you have anything else on music?
Yes. Why? Yes, I do. At the Gates announced that they're recording a new album, so Mitch is once again stoked for something and has something to continue living for.
I was not a big fan when I listened to their last record. I just felt like it wasn't. I mean, it's not that it was bad. I didn't feel much for it after listening to Slaughter of the Soul.
Did you listen to At War with Reality?
Is that the one that was previous to the newest one?
Yes.
I don't know. Let me pull up Spotify and see if I recognize it. At the Gates. No, I think this is the one I listened to because I recognize El Alter del Dio Disenadido or whatever it is. Yeah, I listened to that one. I didn't listen to Drink from the Night itself, or maybe I did. I know I listened to one or both of them, and I thought it was okay. I just felt like the mix on it was just like a little muddy, and I'm not sure why.
Sounds like
I don't know.
You need to re-listen to.
I mean, I'll give it another listen. It could have been my headphones. I kind of experienced that when I was listening to the Opeth records. It wasn't like muddiness, but the mix was a little weird when I was listening to them on headphones, and then it sounded great through my monitors. So yeah, I mean, I might listen to them at some point again.
Final music news. For people that care about Dave Grohl.
I like Dave Grohl.
I mean, I do too.
I think Dave Grohl's cool.
Some people don't. For people that don't know, a little girl challenged him to a drum off, and they keep going back and forth. He finally conceded.
Really? That's cool for him, dude. That's cool.
Not only that, she is going to be featured on a song.
Oh, heck yeah.
That they're recording.
Heck yeah. So for Foo Fighters, I assume, right?
I assume so. Let me see if I can actually find the article. I'm pulling this one up from memory.
Yeah, I don't know if he's in any other active projects at the moment. Except for Nirvana. I think they're still kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dumb joke. I'm sorry. But yeah, I like Dave Grohl. There was also something saying that he would like to make a death metal album. I'm like, I'm for it.
Oh, yeah. We discussed that a few ago. She's co-writing a song to perform with the Foo Fighters.
That's really cool. Really cool for the Foo Fighters. I think Dave Grohl's really awesome. I don't understand how people cannot like Dave Grohl.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been super cool from everything I've seen of him. He was on Sesame Street. He's all about just people learning music and be cool to your kids and let them do music stuff.
I also love the meme video where somebody took I forget, the best of you or whatever, and it's 4 minutes of just him shouting the best, But the music keeps going, so it's not just a loop of that section. I just thought the editing was super cool on it.
Wonderful.
I used to bug my roommates a lot with that, but
you would.
I would. So I got a couple things on gaming news, just quick. The biggest one I'm excited for, IO Interactive, the guys who make the Hitman games, which the latest, the most recent Hitman games have been great, with Hitman 3 dropping in January, and I'm super stoked for that. But they're making a James Bond game, and it's
that's who's making that.
Yeah, and it's the first James Bond game in many, many years. There wasn't any James Bond games on the last generation. The last time one came out was on the PS3 and 360. So I'm quite excited to see what they do for that. Rumor is it's going to be a completely original story. That's guaranteed. But it's rumored that it's going to be like an origin story. And I am completely fine with that, especially if it kind of takes some of the stuff that's really good about Hitman and they kind of cram that in there. I think it'll be an excellent game, especially for IO. They've been killing it recently.
Slappers only.
You can go see a trailer for it. It's about 50 seconds, and it's just a teaser, but it's really cool to hear the James Bond theme pop up again for a video game context, and it's a cool teaser. It melds perfectly into the classic sniper barrel intro sequence and all that stuff, and I just nerded out over it. I was excited. So yeah, new James Bond game. This is just a kind of a headline one. Hades and The Last of Us Part 2 head up to the Game Awards 2020 nominees. I hope Hades gets it. It definitely deserves it. It's one of the best games that have come out in recent memory. I guess the game of the year is up against Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and Last of Us Part 2.
Well, clearly Doom should win. So,
Hades, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking a dump on Doom. I know it's an amazing game.
I'm hearing that. That's what I'm hearing.
No. I mean, I think all of these games deserve to be up there. But the only one I've personally played is Hades, and it's so good. It's amazing. And I will fight to the death for that. Best game direction, Hades is on there again. Again, it's one of the best roguelites I've ever played. Best narrative, we got Hades is on there again. Same with art direction, score, audio. No, it's not in audio design. It is in best performance. It's just it's a great game, brother.
I mean, I watched my roommate play it. I watched my roommate play some of it, and I was just like, "Yeah, it's all right, cool."
No, play it. I seriously play it yourself. It is. I think I was able to share my Steam library with you post like all that stuff. Seriously, play it. It is a fantastic game. Best indie game. This is kind of more my shtick. We got Carrion. I played that. It was interesting. I never finished it, but it was an interesting game. Then you have Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. Yeah, it's good. It kind of died off pretty quick. Hades, Spelunky 2. I finally started playing Spelunky 2, and it's so good, but it's so hard. It took me 50 tries to get to the second biome, and each biome has like 4 levels, so it's difficult. And then Spiritfarer, which I've never heard of. Obviously for best mobile game, Among Us is going to win, and I think that's there's even more. Jesus, there's so many. I'm just going to go through, see if there's anything like big. Phasmophobia is up for a debut game award. That's interesting.
I can believe that.
Yeah, that's interesting. Carrion was also the best debut on there for that as well. That's actually pretty cool. Best sports and racing, I think Tony Hawk, the remake, should win on that. Best family game, nothing really there that I'm super interested in. Best role playing, nothing super interesting there. I'm surprised that, here we go. Best action adventure got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, of course, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. I'm surprised that's on there because it's not a full game. It's more of just a big DLC. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I've heard that's really good. I haven't played it. Jedi Fallen Order, and then Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, I still need to play Fallen Order. I'm almost done with Coder. So I can actually move on to a new game at some point. But anyway, that what was originally just going to be a headline article went into a lot more detail. And then but I'm excited. I think Hades definitely deserves the spotlight it's getting. I think it's just fantastic. I still haven't played Last of Us Part 2. I still haven't played Last of Us Part 1.
1 was really good. I haven't touched 2.
I've heard 1 was really good, and I know 2 had some controversy behind it because, of course, it did. Last but not least, when news articles, your Sims can play Cyberpunk 2077 right now, even if you can't. This mod adds a sweet gaming PC to Sims 4, loaded up with games like Sekiro, Monster Hunter World, and GTA 5. So obviously that's not that important. I just thought it was funny. Actual article off of PC Gamer. So, I'm still looking forward to Cyberpunk. I can't decide if I'm not going to make a decision until reviews start coming out. But I did watch like a 30-minute IGN video where they said they played the first 16 hours or so, and it took them 6 hours to get to the title screen, or the title card. I'm like, Jesus, that is a long time just for a title card to drop in a game.
Well, so this is one thing that I found interesting. There's like 3 ways to start like your origin story.
Yeah, they're all completely different.
Yeah, well, it's like 2 of them take place in the city. And then one of them takes place in like a village.
Oh, I thought it was like the
town.
Badlands, the desert or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's just like a small little town, like like you would see in Red Dead Redemption or something. Except Cyberpunk.
I will keep that in mind. That's another one, but continue.
And so, but you have to drive to the city from that.
I've heard the driving is very GTA-ish. Like they were saying that the driving is really, really fun. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I think it looks cool. There was some controversy because some in-game graphics were not up to people's standards because they're comparing them to a pre-rendered trailer where they first showed Keanu Reeves, and of course it's not going to look that good.
I mean, calm down, people.
I hate graphics
don't make them
snobs.
delay it more.
I hate graphics snobs, dude. Like, here's a great example: the Faith games. They're Atari level graphics, but they're terrifying. Graphics don't mean it's a good. Like, the best graphics don't mean a game is good. It helps, but it doesn't make a good game. Gameplay does.
Gameplay and story, depending.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I love me good graphics. It definitely adds. I mean, you could look at like despite how some people think, the original Modern Warfare was good, and everyone loved it, even story-wise. The graphics were great during that time, and it made it feel way more realistic. Do I think if it looked like Big Red 1 did, it would still have an impact? Yeah, because the story was really, really good. But the graphics do help with that.
Yeah, it can really help. I just don't think it can detract unless if it's broken. You know?
Yeah.
If a game ships and it just doesn't work, like, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal.
However, I do think there are games that just, by the way they look nowadays, can be kind of unplayable.
Really? Do you have an example?
The original Deus Ex, but I think there's some other things.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
System Shock 2. They're great games. But I guess
I can agree with you.
I think part of that also relies on the fact that they don't control like modern games too. So I think it's like an accumulation of things. Like we had this discussion last time. It's like, I liked Half-Life. I did. Granted, I didn't understand it because when I played it, I was like, I think like in high school, and I was just like, this is a popular game. I'll play it.
Shooty.
Yeah. Or I could have even been younger. I don't know. I bought it legally. Don't worry about it.
No, you can't just play a game without understanding. Haha, gun go burr.
But like, if I tried to play it now, no. Like, I tried to play Time Shift, and the controls just feel bad.
Yeah, and I mean, we kind of talked about that when we brought up Witcher 1. Like, old PC games are just kind of rough, dude. And like, even
Witcher 1 was so hard to play.
Look, we have this whole keyboard. We're going to use it.
Which I'm fine with, because like that's how the Mech Warrior games go. But that also makes me feel like I'm piloting a giant freaking mech.
Yeah. And I mean, even so, example, I played the new Battlefront 2 for the first time in a while. No, it's actually really fun. Like, it wasn't that good when it dropped, but it's actually legitimately pretty good now. They've changed a lot of the mechanics and stuff like that. I bought it on sale, and then my old roommate Jake bought it, and he was like, hey, I reinstalled this. Do you want to play it? Like, I mean, sure. And I had fun, but I tried doing mouse and keyboard because I rarely do. I'm more of a controller guy. I always have been, because I've been a console gamer all my life. And first off, the game was freaking out and wasn't really registering my mouse very well, so that's part of the reason why I didn't stick with it. But I just felt more comfortable with a controller, even on a new game.
Gross.
I don't know. It's just how I am. I don't know why I don't like mouse and keyboard. Maybe it's because my keyboard is a little bit small and my hand starts getting cramped, because like I have to make my hand like a claw to press all the buttons correctly. But I don't know.
Now, to be fair, some people like claw mousing, but I'm not one of them. Bro, you just got to get like me, and I got that Razer Huntsman optical mechanical keyboard.
I don't play multiplayer at all, really, to like warrant it. I always play like single player games. So like, I'm using a keyboard encoder because I have to. But like, if I play Jedi Fallen Order, I'm gonna use a controller.
But bruh, my keyboard uses fucking lasers.
That's cool. I don't need it.
My mouse also does. It's also an optomechanical mouse.
Interesting.
I enjoy them, but I also grew up on mouse and keyboard. I mean, I was playing Doom 2 with my dad when I was like 3.
See, I didn't. I did when it came to computer games, it was either flash games or like point and clicks. I never really had any 3D adventure games or anything like that. I remember trying to play Coder back when I was a lot younger, and my PC just couldn't handle it.
Okay, I got to bring some up, because we've brought Coder up every like episode for.
It's because I'm streaming it at the moment.
No, and I just got to bring it up because I think it's funny. Every time you say Coder, my head immediately switches it to Cooter, and I almost giggle every time.
See, I thought you were going to be like, Coder, coding. Yeah.
No.
Jesus, you're a child. But I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I'm almost done.
Alone.
Dude, somebody spoiled the twist in Coder for me when I was streaming.
What? This is why you never look at the chat.
Well, I'm a small channel. Like, I have to interact with my viewers. But no, I was playing the game. I was on
moderate.
I have moderators. It would be
doing a terrible job.
It's whatever. It was one guy in chat, and I literally didn't care. I was on Kashyyyk. I was doing a mission, and this dude's like, "Oh, so you've never played this game before?" Like, because I had first playthrough or blind playthrough or something like that on my tags. And here's the thing: I'm sure I have heard the twist. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody interested, but I'm sure I've heard the twist before. So he's like, "Oh, well, you're this, that, and the other." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'm streaming this game because I'm having fun. I don't care." Basically, I brushed him off thinking, And the thing was, he followed me. He like hit the follow button before talking, and I think he got mad because I didn't get mad. Because, like I said, I was just like, yeah, sure, dude. I'm sure that's the case. He's like, no, really, it is. Like, okay, cool. I'm doing I'm just gonna keep playing. I'm not gonna stop playing the game. He's like, and then after I didn't do that, he said, well, I'm gonna go watch an entertaining stream now. Bye. I'm like, all right, dude.
Later.
Thanks for the follow. I don't care. And I did finally get to that thing, but it's not like he spoiled the entire ending of the game. He spoiled like a twist that happens at the three quarter of the waypoint. 70. There's a human way to say this sentence at like the 75% point. That's a little bit better. I don't know. Dude was just annoying, but I'm almost done with that. And I think, so this is what I was going to bring up earlier. I was trying to decide what I was going to play after this, because I'm just kind of focusing on doing full plays of games, because eventually I'm going to do my Good Night and Good Luck series again. And I just have a few games footage on backup now. But I was going to think about playing Red Dead Redemption 1 on for the next one, because I've played 2 and it was a prequel, and I've never played 1. And there was a leak on Amazon for a Red Dead Redemption remaster that's apparently going to be released on the 10th of next month.
Hey everyone, future Ethan here. No, Red Dead 1 Remastered was debunked, at least for the time being. Really do hope it still happens, but the following conversation doesn't matter. Still fun though, I'm leaving it in. Back to the episode.
We'll see. I don't hold faith in those anymore, because I've heard so many leaks about Metroid Prime Trilogy on Switch. And
But it makes it kind of, I think it's believable, because they completely remade the entire first game's map essentially on Red Dead Redemption 2, because you can,
aside from Mexico, but apparently they added Mexico or some place in Mexico for Red Dead Online. So somebody's like, maybe they did.
So like, that's just what I read. They added like new something, whatever the town was called, and they're like, so why would they just recreate that just for online? I think they redid the first game, and I'm super excited. So if I finish Knights of the Old Republic, because I don't want to say coder or whatever, because of your stupid brain, but if I finish Knights of the Old Republic before I might hold off on Red Dead just to see if that gets confirmed or something happens. Because how I'm planning on playing it now is through PlayStation Now, and it's streaming the game. I have decent enough internet, but it has just a hair of input lag, and it feels weird. And also, if they're remastering the game, I'd rather play the game that. I mean, we were talking about graphics earlier. I'd rather play the version of the game that doesn't look like it's 10 years old. But I don't know. I'm excited because I loved Red Dead 2. I thought Red Dead 2 was just a great game. And I really want to play through it again, but I have so many things I'm doing right now. I can't justify replaying through a game that took me like 40 hours to beat or something like that. But yeah, I just remembered when you brought up Red Dead 1 during the last conversation we had. I'm kind of excited if that's going to be true. So, yeah, that's all the news I got. And we have some albums to talk about. So,
I'm sorry. It's fine that you hogged all the news, but maybe some of us have video game news.
Oh, you have video. Well, sorry. I apologize about that. What do you have? Well, you didn't say you had any gaming news. You said you had music news. You would have told me that before.
We discussed it before we started
the
podcast.
Did we?
Yes.
My brain's bad, Mitch. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Father.
Titanfall.
Oh, yeah. We did. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Titanfall, the original one, released on Steam, which is weird.
Yeah, it was just kind of out of nowhere, wasn't it?
Well, it's kind of out of nowhere, but here's the other thing. The original Titanfall is only multiplayer. So...
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, because like that was one of the... one of the negatives about it.
That was one of the many negatives. There were a lot of positives. Titanfall 2 was definitely a huge improvement.
I have not played it. I've heard it's good.
I wish I could let you play it, but it's not on Steam. Well, it's on Steam now, but I own the original Origin.
Gotcha.
Version. But I think Titanfall 2 on Steam is actually relatively cheap because it's been out since like 2017.
I'll open up Steam and take a look. Speaking of, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that was just interesting. I really enjoy anything Respawn touches, to be fair. But Titanfall 1 and especially 2.
Oh yeah, 2's only
just so fun.
$9.89.
The story's totally worth it. If you wanted to do online multiplayer, it's good. It's still alive and kicking.
It's specifically both Titanfalls are on a weekend deal, probably because the first one came out
dropped. But yeah, it's just cool. That's weird. Like I said, I had a lot of fun with it, but it's definitely not the improvement that Titanfall 2 was. The one thing that I will always say I loved about both Titanfalls, especially Titanfall 2, all DLC free, all of it. When that was, and that's surprising because they're an EA branch.
Yeah. I was looking on that as part of EA Play.
Yeah. So, when Titanfall 2 dropped, the first thing they did was like, there's no loot boxes. All DLC is free. You buy the game, you get anything free. The only thing that's not free is they release cosmetics for it.
Okay. Yeah. So,
but this is the thing about the cosmetics. They're not going, hey, you can buy our in-game currency and then maybe get it later in a loot box or anything. No, it's like, give us like $5 for this huge cosmetic pack and you're good to go.
That's pretty cool.
They had the best DLC policy, but anything that was maps, new guns, new Titans, anything that was game-changing, free. Absolutely free.
Super cool.
So, I'm really hoping that Titanfall 3 is in the works. And like I said, so far Respawn, which for people who don't know who Respawn is, the people that made the Modern Warfare series at Activision and then either left or got fired, then made Respawn.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really hoping because they're all really cool and every single game they've made, which is not a lot, has been good. Titanfall 1, Titanfall 2, Jedi Fallen Order. That's all they made.
They made Fallen Order.
Yes. Oh, and Apex Legends.
Okay.
So
that's an interesting lineup.
And then they're currently working on a new Medal of Honor game that's World War II, but it's a VR game.
I forgot about Medal of Honor. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
That's because EA killed it.
Yeah.
Everything EA likes to touch, except recently.
You know what other... Sorry, go ahead, but I think I have something to add on to that.
Well, just except recently. I would love it. Granted, Visceral Studios is gone, but I'd love another Dead Space.
I want so something really cool the other day. My Jake and I stream. We managed. Do you ever play the Mercenaries games?
No.
Okay, so Mercenaries 2 was really, really cool. At least at the time, I played it recently, and it's a bit clunky, but I still have nostalgic memories for it. Well, EA killed the servers a long time ago, like 2009, and I found an old forum post that's like, here's how to set up a manual server and trick the game into letting you play multiplayer again, and we got it to work. We got it to work on 9-year-old software and stuff like that, and it's super exciting. We're gonna stream that, but I would love a Mercenaries 3. I think Mercenaries 3 would be super fun, except Pandemic doesn't exist anymore because EA killed them. The last game they made was the Saboteur. I don't know if you recall that game, but I remember it.
I recall some of it, but I never played it. I know what it is.
I remember if you hit a cow with a car, it like exploded. That's all I remember, because that was like a clip I saw on YouTube 10 years ago.
No, the absolutely one thing I want to come back, and I don't know if it'll ever happen, Battlefield 2142.
I've never heard of that.
A lot of people haven't, and it is a shame, because it was a fantastic
Was it a futuristic game. Battlefield, I assume?
Yeah, it's almost like they put the year there instead of 1942.
I'm just making sure. Shut your mouth. I'm just asking for clarification.
Yes, it was a future game. So there was the popular Battlefield 1942. And then there was Battlefield 1943, which was the sequel. Well, then they made Battlefield 2142. And, it was a pretty standard Battlefield game. Vehicles and guns and Conquest was the, popular thing where you just had to capture points. But they made it cool in a few ways. One, each team had a main base. The main base was a flying ship that one person on the team who was made the leader could make fly around the entire map.
Interesting.
And you would deploy from that, and then the objective was to capture these missile silos. And each missile silo, when you captured it, would start firing at the enemy Titan, which is what the ships are. And once the shields went down, you can then board the enemy Titan, and you would either wait for the missile silos to destroy it, which took forever, or you would board it and you would destroy a whole bunch of the components on the ship. And once that's done, then you got to get off the ship and parachute to safety. But there were so many cool things, like there was an APC and a flying aircraft that were troop transports. And in the APC, you would get into it, and if you were anyone in it, there was an ejection mode, and the ejection mode was a drop pod that would shoot up in the air, and you could just land on the Titan from that. It was, oh my god, it was so
I'm
good.
looking at screenshots. It actually looks surprisingly good for a 2006 game too.
Oh, it was so good, and there was mechs in it, and the weapons were really interesting. But
I don't know. It's interesting. I might have to. It was only for PC and Mac. I might have to take a look at it. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I think it was multiplayer only, or if it wasn't, then it
says single player, multiplayer. I don't know if there's a. It was the fourth game in the series.
Yeah.
Synopsis. Oh yeah. It's just bots. I think if you do single player. It doesn't say anything about a story.
But yeah, it was just so cool to shoot out from this APC and land on the enemy Titan, and then just go in guns blazing. Oh my god, so cool. And EA, being dumb, didn't make a 2143. And EA, fucking do it. And let Respawn touch it. Let Respawn touch it, because they'll do it good.
Well, why wouldn't they just give it to DICE? Because DICE
is dumb and hasn't. Well, they haven't made a good one in a long time.
Yeah, I heard people really liked Battlefield 1, and then Battlefield 5. I heard it was just kind of meh.
Okay, but let's be honest about Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 was not a good World War I game.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't play it.
Well, okay. So
I don't really do the war shooters all that often. I watched my buddy play Battlefield 1 and I thought it looked cool, but it's never been my shtick.
The reason I say it's a bad World War I game is because World War I was not about running across the battlefield and jumping out of planes and shit.
Right.
You sat in the trench and were miserable.
Yeah, trench warfare, yeah.
I don't know. It's almost to me, it almost feels like a steampunk diesel punk game, but without the cool mechs.
Mm.
So, anyways, I believe we should probably just move on. But
real quick, speaking of games having third sequels, I just really want a Darkness 3. That's all I wanted to say.
I would also love them if they remastered Darkness 1, because you can't get Darkness 1 anywhere.
It's PS3 and 360 only. Just port. I'd love a remaster, but if you would remaster the first 2 games, put them up on Steam, just please. I love the Darkness. They are 2 of my favorite games ever. Story-wise, probably my favorite story in a game, like one of the only games I've cried at, legitimately.
You need to play the Mass Effect trilogy, then.
I've heard Mass Effect is great. I will play it eventually. The only other game I remember crying at was maybe Life is Strange. Both of them. Life is Strange, then Before the Storm. I haven't played 2 yet. But
Dude, I cried so many. I cried so much in Mass Effect.
Yeah. Look, real men can cry at video games. There's nothing wrong. There's not dudes. Show some emotion. Anyway, we have albums to talk about. I believe I'm going first this episode, and Mitchell gave me so he hopped off the prog train. We took a break. We stopped in Greece, and we went into a little cafe. It was an atmospheric symphonic death metal cafe in Greece by the name of Septicflesh. That was an interesting metaphor I decided to go on. Anyway, he gave me an album by Septicflesh called Codex Omega. It's their 2017 record. It has 10 tracks. On Spotify, it had the bonus tracks, but I didn't realize there are 2 extra songs on there. And then I believe one is called Something of the Martyr. Give me a second. Disc 2 is Martyr of Truth, Dark Testament, and then an orchestral version of Portrait of the Headless Man.
Okay, hold on. Mitchell needs to look at this.
Martyr of Truth.
These are all the orchestral. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
All of them are just orchestral. And I'm glad that they were bonuses, because then I don't have to include them in my review.
So can I explain those very quick?
Yeah, go right ahead.
All they are they're basically putting 2 to 3 songs from Codex Omega onto a single track, and it's just the orchestral one. They did that on their last album. So Martyr of Truth is the songs Martyr and Enemy of Truth. Dark Testament is Dark Art, and
Third Testament.
Third Testament. And Portrait of a Headless Man is just Portraits of a Headless Man.
That's actually interesting. I didn't even realize that. All I know is when I was listening through, I was like, yeah, Martyr of Truth's really good. I just didn't even notice that it was a repeat, which is interesting. And the reason I was like, oh, these are bonus tracks, I don't have to talk about them. Not that I didn't like them. I actually really did. I listened to Martyr of Truth a few times, and it blew by. It didn't even feel like an 11-minute song. I thought they were cool, but it is only orchestral. And when I'm listening to even a symphonic death metal album, I'm looking for other things and not just symphonic stuff. Those tracks are cool though. But I am only going to be talking the 10 songs from the actual record itself. And Mitch, you gave me another album finally that I didn't have to take notes on. The last album I didn't take notes on, if you recall, I was not really a fan of. It was Letters from the Colony. So I hate to say, I'm messing with you. I actually really like this record.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't you do that?
No. The album was absolutely fantastic, and the reason I don't have notes is just because I don't really know what all I can say about it, which is something I'm kind of noticing every time I do it track by track. I tend to it gets a little bit repetitive. I need to maybe start just doing highlights, but the record's good. It's definitely just a lot It's a lot to take in. It's gigantic landscapes. I do hear what you mean when comparing Septicflesh and Flesh God Apocalypse, where they're kind of opposites from one another, where Flesh God, the symphonic elements are more of the background and kind of like flavor to the music. At least with this particular album, I don't know if it's all of the Septicflesh records with symphonic elements.
From what I have gathered, yeah, it's pretty much all of them are like this.
The symphonic elements are more of the forefront. A lot more melody and a lot more writing is definitely placed on the symphonic elements. Not that they're slacking in the guitars or bass or anything like that, but your ear is more drawn to the symphonic elements of the record, and I think that is intentional. As people know, I am a vocalist. I really loved the harsh vocals on this record.
He's amazing.
He's very good. It gives me a little bit of an Okerfeldt vibe, where not in terms of like tonally, but he's very enunciated. You can understand a lot of what he says, not everything, but I didn't look at the lyrics at all for this record. I don't know if I missed anything on that front. Because I just really liked having this on in the background and just kind of like, this is the first time I've been able to just jam to an album while doing other stuff without like feeling obligated to actually sit down and pick it apart. I just thought this was a really, really easy listen. I think this album was fantastic. I loved every song on my first playthrough. Like usually when I'm on Spotify, I heart whatever I like, so that way I know which songs like were highlights or low points. Every single track I have hearted. It's fantastic. It also helps that within the first parts of Dante's Inferno, some of the symphonic elements remind me of Godzilla. So like, I'm like, all right, cool, hooked me in. That's one of the good things about the Godzilla movies. The soundtracks are always great. Yeah, the album is just really, really good. I just don't have anything too specific. It's really, really interesting that I don't know. I feel weird that I don't have like extensive notes on each track, but I just don't really have much to say other than this record was fantastic. I think I'm giving it like a 9.5, like almost a 10. It is great. It is a great album.
Everyone that I've shown this album specifically to, they're just like, holy crap. I love showing this album to people that are like, metal's not music, it's just noise. And I'm like, here's some symphonic boys.
I really the song that always pokes out to me is first of all, I really like Third Testament parentheses Codex Omega, and then I really like Our Church Below the Sea.
Interesting.
I'm not sure why those are the ones that are really sticking with me, but I do recall that I like those a lot. And then I really like the clean singing too. I wasn't expecting there to be clean vocals. And they're not.
So I'm going to be honest, I always forget about that guy.
Yeah, it's also later in the album, and it's not like up on the forefront, but the madness. Like he kind of gets a little cheesy, but I like it. I think it is a fantastic. Well, I think his vocals are really good. I'm just kind of really stuck on this record's just fantastic. I absolutely love it.
Let me explain something about this and that guy specifically.
Okay.
So all of them kind of have, I think, stage names. Maybe these are just straight Greek names and I don't know it. Mm-hmm. So there's only 4 people in the band.
Yeah.
However, the guy that does the clean vocals, he's the rhythm guitar player. He does not tour.
Interesting.
They have a different guitar player that tours with them.
Is there a reason for that?
I don't know. But the one time I've seen him, and not only the one time I saw them live, but even on the their live album, that they did a full symphony with, the rhythm guitar player was not doing the rhythm guitar. He on the live one, he was there and he did the vocals. for the clean stuff. He would just walk on stage and do the vocals and then leave.
Maybe he has really, really bad stage fright or something like that.
But yeah, no, like you'll watch their music videos. They don't even look remotely the same. For one, the guy is the clean singer is bald, and then the guy that looking at replaces that replaces him is super long hair. So
yeah, that's really odd.
Yeah, I'll look into that a bit more. But yeah, no, his he shows up on all the albums. And he's cool because he has such a unique voice.
Definitely.
It almost gives off like Transylvanian vibes.
Yeah. And
like
I mean,
he would be like
so
Dracula
does this picture. So does this picture I'm looking at from Metallum. They look like villains. It's so stupid. Yeah. I love it though.
Well, it's like the bass player / lead singer has that like really evil looking mustache.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. It kind of looks like he has something on from that version of Dracula with Keanu Reeves in it, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Kind of looks like one of those. This weird leather ribbed jacket thing.
They all have. They wear those. They've had them, I believe, ever since the album Titan, which was the one prior to Codex Omega.
What was the so Communion was the first record that they did with no Sumerian Demons would be the first one they did with symphonic elements.
Wait, Sumerian? I don't think Sumerian had
it's from 2003.
Symphonic. Yeah, no, they didn't.
Oh, okay, so the Communion was the first one then.
Yeah, so they had that huge gap and then they started doing that symphonic stuff. So it's Communion, The Great Mass, which everyone loves.
Okay, Titan and Codex. Yeah.
And then Codex. I was brought up on Titan.
Okay.
And I really love Titan. The music video for Prometheus, I think, is really stupid and has nothing to do with the actual song. It makes no sense to me. It's like the song is about the Titan Prometheus and his sacrifice to give fire to the humans,
right?
And like his imprisonment. The music video is like a family eating stuff at a dinner table and like being force fed bugs.
Odd.
Yeah, and
so
it's
an odd choice. Is Codex a concept album?
If it is, I do not know the context.
Okay, because for a few songs, like I was catching snippets where it's like it sounds like they're singing about the Antichrist or something like that, or if because like I said, I didn't look at the lyrics.
I mean, Third Testament is definitely about that. I mean, you got the chorus and everything.
If Satan was the father, the Antichrist was the son.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lilith was the mother, and yeah.
But it's like usually Metallum's really good about lyrical themes, and it doesn't look like Satan or anti-Christianity or anything like that is a common thing with them. They are like fantasy, mythology, occultism, and Lovecraft.
Yeah. I mean, you have Our Church Below the Sea. That's definitely Lovecraftian. A Portrait of a Headless Man is like about being kind of just like faceless and part of the what would be the best word, the like common people, instead of like being out there yourself and letting like following orders as orders and not like standing up for anything,
just being a cog in the machine.
Enemy of Truth is exactly what it sounds like it's about. It's literally about people spreading false information.
I wonder if it had anything to do with the person that was in office.
Yeah, you know what? I was wondering that too, because like it like
record came out like, 1 year into it, like
so. But what's cool?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you know the context for like the album art, or if there is any context?
I don't, but I will tell you this. I think that's the bass player who actually does all the album art.
That's cool.
Yes. Seth. I guess they don't use stage. I don't know. Their names are weird, man.
They're Greek, so it's a different language.
Not all of them are Greek, from what I know. No, their drummer is Austrian.
Interesting.
And even more interesting, he was, if I remember correctly, where is it?
Ex-Behemoth live.
Damn it.
He was in with Devin Townsend live as well.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, he was part of Behemoth. He's also part of Decapitated.
Yep, Decapitated, Thorns of Ivy. There's something really good about Metallum. They're really good about categorizing past bands. I'm on Metallum.
So I'm on Wikipedia.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Because I'm getting the same information as you now, aren't I?
Oh, I thought you meant you yourself have a Wikipedia page. I meant I literally have a Metallum page.
Oh, well, never mind then. Anyways, so yeah, and then Christos, the other guitar player who has like the chord rolls, he writes all the orchestrations.
Yeah, I recall you telling me that.
So you should definitely, listen to their other 3 symphonic records.
I think I've listened to a lot of Communion, because that's what's like on their popular, like their most popular songs on Spotify. I haven't listened to all of it though.
You said you listened to Vampire from Nazareth, and that's from The Great Mass.
Yeah, so their top is their first one's Anubis, The Vampire from Nazareth, Sangreal, Portrait of a Headless Man, Pyramid God, and then Communion, Persepolis, Lovecraft's Death, Sunlight, Moonlight. So if I went through the first 10, I have like 6 tracks from Communion.
Which I think that album is like only like 10 tracks.
One is just an orchestral version too. So if I went through all of them, I listened to 2/3 of the whole record.
But you should definitely give them all a good listen. They're all really good.
Yeah, I can imagine. I want to listen to these guys, and then I want to actually dive more into Flesh God's discography as well.
Have you listened to Labyrinth?
I've listened to parts of Labyrinth. I don't believe I've listened to all of it. Give me one. I think I've only... how much have I listened to? I know I've listened to... Okay, Spotify, work with me here. Flesh God. I know I've listened to the opening track because it has the obnoxious breathing. I think I've only listened to Kingborn and maybe Minotaur.
Oh man, that's my favorite album by them. It's a concept album. And of course they do that thing that you really like where they bleed tracks into other tracks.
Yep. I have listened to all of King, and I really like King.
King was good. I didn't like King lyrically in some parts, but I like the album, especially orchestrally. Yeah. But Labyrinth, I think, was just a great record. I also have a really fond memory because my ex and I listened to it together for the first time, and it was just a really nice
That
memory.
Sounds painful, actually.
No, actually, we were fine. Our breakup was fine. I just haven't dated anyone since her.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no. It was a good relationship. There were religious issues. That
fair enough.
religious issue being I'm not Catholic and have no desire to ever be Catholic.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
But
welcome to the relationship segment of the Distorted Entertainment Podcast. I haven't dated anyone since my sophomore year of high school, and I'm done with college. No, it's all
I haven't
good.
dated anyone since my freshman year of college, and I'm done with college.
But yeah, I've listened to King. I like it. Also, I just think it's bold of Flesh God to be like, let's just have a whole track be an opera song in the middle of King.
That was great.
I'm like, all right, cool. I can get behind it. And then I listened to the 2 singles from Veleno. their newest record. I listened to Sugar.
That Italian word that means poison.
Ooh. Veleno. Yeah, there we go. Cool.
Yeah. See,
I just had to be. I just had to be. What's the word?
Racist.
Insensitive.
That'll work too. It's a great record. I love it. It's different in the fact that
they have an acoustic song on Spotify somewhere.
Oh yeah. God. Okay. Francesco.
Sorry.
Francesco's no longer the drummer of Flesh God.
Right.
He's now the singer and guitar player. Which he was originally on their first album.
Okay. See, I liked the vocalist for Labyrinth and King, so I don't know how to feel about that. I guess I didn't notice because I did listen to two of the tracks.
They have similar vocals, and the drumming's still good. So, anyways, I have some thoughts.
Of Septic.
On Septic.
Okay.
Codex Omega. For me, the best songs on there, granted they're all really good, is Portrait of a Headless Man, Enemy of Truth, especially the ending of Enemy of Truth where it's just the choir and guitar. It's so like beautifully dramatic and just like every time I hear it, like goosebumps immediately. And they performed it live on that one album, and I like almost teared up. I'm not even gonna lie. It is so beautiful. But I like what they do with that because you get this dramatic thing, and the next song is Dark Art. So you have this like grandiose crescendo in sound and everything that's just dramatic and builds, and then it cuts, and then you have the quiet piano intro of Dark Art.
Yeah, definitely. The album is laid out fantastically.
So well written.
Like I said, it's just a really easy listen. Like there's no part where I feel like I want to skip something or where something is dragging on. Absolutely nothing, which is more than I can say for even some of the Opeth tracks that I listened to from the other things. There were times where I'm like, not that I wanted to skip it, but there were some parts where I'm like, all right, this is taking a bit. Let's get to the next section maybe.
Like Harlequin Forest is one of my favorite songs on Ghost Reveries, but that outro sequence of just like the rhythm guitar chugs that goes on for like 2 minutes. I'm like, all right, guys, I get it. I've liked this. Next song.
Yeah, I know there were parts of Virus, like that one song that I wasn't huge on. Was it Canary Yellow, I think?
Yeah.
Where I'm like, all right, it's a little bit long in the tooth. Let's,
No, that was Carousel. That was their longest one.
Carousel, yes, yeah. It was just a little bit long, but in this one, no such thing. It's just it's a very easy listen. And I would definitely recommend it to people.
It's beautiful. It is a great experience if you want to show people a different side of metal instead of just like, it's still a brutal record. It's heavy, good chuggy guitar and bass, but there's just beautiful elements. And when I talk to people about like the actual like pretty parts of metal and like why I like metal so much, with the whole dynamics are so huge and different. Opeth, Dominia, Ne Oblivious Garrus, Flesh God Apocalypse, and Septicflesh are kind of the ones that I show. And Bell Witch when I feel like somebody can actually handle an 87 minutes.
I introduced Gage to Bell Witch today. He started listening. He started listening to Mirror Reaper, and he was really liking it.
Yes. You should really listen to the Stygian Bow.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably just wait until you give me that record, to be honest. Well, I mean, it just depends, because while I'm at home, I just find it difficult to sit down and listen to stuff all the time. But when I get back to work, obviously, like I'm just now catching up on one of the podcasts that I listen to, and I have like three or four. So, but like this is the first record that I was able to just start playing and then do something else and still really get enjoyment out of it. Like,
I'm really glad.
I just didn't feel the need.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to just break my heart with this one, and if you did, I was going to be like, "Cool, this podcast is done. It's been real."
I'm concerned that you thought I would hate this. I mean, I guess there's always a chance that it just doesn't click or something like that. But no, I thought this was pretty good. There was
I just met people that they're like, I don't like, the symphony.
They don't appreciate the symphonic. Well, for me, I wasn't in a symphony, but I was in band and stuff like that. So I can get behind things like that. It was just a brass and woodwinds thing. There weren't any strings, but
you forgot the percussion section.
Well, there's always drums in metal.
I just meant in your band.
No,
you just were like brass and strings. I'm like, what about the timpani?
Brass and strings. Yeah. So Septicflesh, Codex Omega was really, really good. I give it like a 9.5. I could probably nudge it up to a 10 on a different day. But it is fantastic. There are no negatives, I don't think. Especially when I'm just looking at the first 10 and not the orchestral only pieces, which I still really liked. I just didn't realize that they were just things from the record without everything else. So
I will say this, even though they are things from the record, they do add some tidbits to make the tracks actually bleed together better.
Yeah, absolutely. And and what I was saying about everything flowing well, that goes for like what is it, Martyr of Truth or whatever.
Yeah,
it's 11 minutes long, and I just had it on, and I'm like, I'm not getting bored at all. It's not something I'd listen to all the time, because especially when I'm like in a metal mood, I want to have the metal elements and not just symphonic stuff. But I could probably send that without telling somebody who it was. Like, I could have my mom listen to that or something, and she's like, "This is really good." I'm like, "Oh, this is a death metal band." And
I actually I did that to one of my professors. He really likes classical music, and me and him bonded over that.
What did he think of the full versions?
I didn't send that to him. I didn't think. I immediately knew he wouldn't appreciate that. He enjoyed our discussions on metal music and everything, and he was just like, "It's not for me." I'm like, "I totally understand that." And he's like, "I do see what you mean though about this and that and everything." But I was like, I sent him a what would be the word? A recomposed version of Vivaldi's Four Symphonies by Max Richter, which is just a beautiful recomposition. I know there are a lot of Vivaldi purists out there probably listening to us right now. I know our community just all over Vivaldi and how much he fucking is just brutal. But anyways, I sent that to him, and he really enjoyed it. And I was like, "Well, here's some of these orchestral only parts that are from one of my favorite metal bands that has a symphonic part." And I sent them to him, and he's like, "Those were really good." And I was like, "Right, dude."
Yeah. Oh no, I was gonna say something. Oh no, what was it?
Oh my god.
I hate it when that happens.
No.
Yeah, it's gone. I don't remember what it was, and I'm
forever
slightly annoyed now. I just
forever
don't
cast into the abyss that is your mind.
Yeah. The internal comments of my mind are an enigma.
Anyways, I'm really happy you enjoyed it. I always love it when people like this band, because they deserve every bit of fans that they get. Their music
apparently 3 of them during the break in the band also played in a metalcore symphonic rock group called the Devilworks.
That I did not know.
And it's works with an X.
Clean. Of course it is. That's the only way you can spell it in metal. Clean vocalist, Septicflesh, not play live? Question mark. Is this who I think it is? Crystal? Oh no, that's the.
There's not a lot of
No, there's not a lot of information.
I was looking. Go ahead.
I found out why.
Why?
He's a banker.
Oh,
he works at a bank, and the show must go on. And
he just can't work.
he
get the
rarely
day off.
performs live with the band, and the show must go on mentality that is put to the test on days like this. So he just can't deal with the stress and putting down his banking career. So okay,
right.
that's great. This guy that's
the reason is he's an adult. All right, cool. So I looked up I looked up that other band that the other three were in. The Devil Works is the name of a Greek experimental symphonic deathcore band that was founded by members of Septicflesh. Apart from Chris, Seth, and Fotis, the band includes Costas and Jim.
I don't know. Costas and Jim. So I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'd probably check it out too. I guess there's still a thing. Maybe. No, it says they were active from. No, they only have one record.
Yeah. So, I think with that, and even though I would just constantly love to gush about this band and how amazing all four of their symphonic records are, and their other stuff is not bad by any means. It's just when you hear the symphonic stuff, I can't go back. Like it's brilliant.
Their old stuff is still pretty highly rated on Metallum as well. Like
it's
Mystic
good,
Places of Dawn has sitting at a 93. Ophidian Wheel is sitting at a 94. But
to me, they're two separate bands at this point.
Oh yeah, I mean they have different names. One of them has a space in it.
Ooh,
it's Septicflesh versus Septicflesh.
Yes. So I'm going to go on about this record that you gave me.
Yes. So
first Slipknot record.
Yes. So I gave you this record not expecting you to like all of it or even most of it. I just think it was going to be a really interesting thing to check out and hear your thoughts about, given that this band is relatively big and it's very different from a lot of their other stuff. So Mitchell, what did I give you?
You gave me Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat. Periods all between those words. It is their 95. I don't have my glasses on. 96 album. 96 as in the year, not their 96 album.
That'd be weird. We released 96 albums before our debut. Dang, they were busy.
They had a different vocalist at the time. They had not picked Corey Taylor up from his adult sex store that he worked at.
I forgot about that. He was also in Stone Sour at the time too. Still.
Yeah, I always forget that was actually before Slipknot. And it is a record, folks. It has sounds on it. No, okay, so I'll be serious about this. Not my favorite thing you've given to me, but I mean, it ain't no cattle decap or Aesop Rock. Honestly, I kind of put this on the same level as Primitive Man.
Okay.
And that it's
interesting.
It's interesting. The parts that aren't interesting is like the first song. The first song, Slipknot, it's just chuggy. That's all it is. Like there is nothing going on besides chugs.
Well, and maybe you'll bring this up later, so I won't interject yet. But unless if you don't care, because I know a lot about this record, so
we'll save that for the end. Because outside of listening to this record, I know nothing.
Okay,
I didn't do extra research. Yeah, so like the first song, it's chuggy. It's a different vocalist, as I said. Honestly, the first song reminds me of Burn My Eyes era Machine Head.
Interesting.
And that it's just got those kind of like thrashy, monotone-ish vocals. that like maybe go up and down in pitch a little bit, but it's mostly just a guy yelling into a microphone, which suits the music by all means. The instrumentation on Slipknot though is boring as all hell. I think they just carry on the same riff for all 6 minutes with some
the first 3 minutes is just buzzsaws. Well, it has droning guitar, but for a while it's just the type stuff. It really, I'm pretty sure the dun 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 only it comes in at like 3:10 or something like that. I could be wrong. It's been a minute.
It comes in at 2 minutes, and then the vocals come in at 3 minutes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So okay, fair enough. The buzzsaws did not
do much for you.
Feed my thirst for melody.
Yeah. The only song that I went back and re-listened to, by the way, for this was Dogfish Rising, because I just have not heard that song in many, many, many years.
I'll get to that, but I hated that song.
Well, it's not meant to be a serious song. I think I have some interesting tidbits about that track, but we'll get to it.
So yeah, the first song's all right. By the way, for people that didn't know, I actually listened to a fan remaster on YouTube.
Yeah, I think I've looked at that before. It was interesting. Did you listen to the extra 2 songs?
Are you talking about Dogfish and?
No, I'm talking about Fur Covered in Blood and Part of Me.
Oh, no, I did not. That was a stipulation, wasn't that?
Yeah, it was.
Well, I listened to the record, so there's that.
Fine.
I could give them a quick listen very quick if you want me to.
It's fine. It's
fine.
I
broke a promise. I can do it. It's only midnight.
It is midnight. Jesus. I didn't notice.
We went a very long time on video game news, my dude.
Yeah. Here, I'll send you like some of the links are a little weird. Like, I'll send you like the best versions of these real quick on Discord. This will work. And these are demo quality. It's it was
great.
from no. It still sounds pretty decent for what it is, but it was from a demo. It wasn't from MFKR.
Oh, cool. This was the version I was going to listen to on YouTube anyways.
Yeah, the first one that pops up that's like 4 minutes is cut weird. It includes like the end of another song, which sometimes I listen to because I really like the version of that song.
Anyways, I can keep going on talking while listening to this. Oh, I hate this. Never mind. I can't go on talking like, oh, I hate this.
That's a bummer. I love that. I love that track. I think it's pretty heavy for a song in '95.
Oh, yeah, but heaviness isn't like everything to me. It's brutal. Lyrics are
Oh yeah, the lyrics are very, very basic. They've said, like, even when Anders was talking about it, it's like this didn't make the cut because it was very, very basic. And they thought it was heavy, but it just didn't make the cut for MFKR. I like it because I've been wanting to hear the song for a while, and I might actually be looking to cover this song with my band just because it would be fun. And I'm thinking of trying to get Anders on as a guest spot, which I just think would be cool. I
remember you saying that.
Yeah, I just think it'd be cool to do. And it's not meant to be serious. It's a stupid song, but I like it. Part of Me is a lot more interesting.
Who's the bassist? Is it Pig?
Yeah, it's Paul Gray. Yeah.
Wait, Paul Gray?
Yeah,
was
Paul
Gray's the Pig?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
he's
switched to the
No.
mask.
He's always had a pig mask, like a version of it.
Really? I thought he had a different mask later on.
Mm-mm. He's always had like the version of a pig, just like clowns always had a weird clown, and Chris Fenn had the nose.
Yeah, this isn't a pig mask at all, my dude. He did wear a pig mask. I guess it kind of looks like it, but it's so far from.
Well, yeah, it's not a pig, but it's got like the pig nose and
but it's not like the first pig mask.
No. Like he had a legit pig mask at first.
Yeah.
But yes, he was the bassist, and he's also the one that introduced like the weirder elements of MFKR. Like he had a lot of the funk influences that come up.
Yeah. So like you hear that in this again. I'm just not a fan of the vocals.
For Covered in Blood or Part of Me.
Part of Me. The more yelly vocals and everything.
I hear a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers in Part of Me.
Oh,
and I think it's hilarious. And I think it's great. I think it's hilarious.
To go back to the original record.
Yeah, go ahead.
And well, so Gently, I really liked how Gently came in and then went into that acoustic part.
Oh yeah, I love the intro to Gently. It's very pretty.
I was like, okay, this is getting interesting. And then Do Nothing Bitch Slap.
Yeah.
That's where this record changes.
Yeah.
It's super heavy. But there's the middle of that song. There's the middle of that song.
Yeah.
And that's where you're like wait, what am I listening to? Because all of a sudden it turns into like a funk record and you're like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I love it. I love it.
It's like I hear parts of it that kind of remind me of the like little parts of like Play That Funky Music White Boy, like some of the riffage. I'm just like, are they like doing some samples? Which I mean wouldn't surprise me. They literally have a sampler as one of their members.
Not at this point, I don't think. You don't think
Mr. Needlehead is in there?
No, I don't think he was at this point. Now that I think about it.
Was Sid even in there?
I know there was Donnie Steele, which wasn't in the band anymore. He left for... Oh, no. Craig joined as a guitarist at first. He's the needle guy, and he is the samplist. So, yeah, he was there, but he was samplist. There. He was there after Donnie left, which was in the mixing process of MFKR.
Got it.
So it was already done.
Yeah, okay, it especially for Slipknot fans, if you have not listened to this, which I'm sure there are a lot of Slipknot fans that haven't, because I never even heard of this record or a pre-Corey Taylor Slipknot.
Which there is a lot of stuff, especially after the big leak in the beginning of the year.
It didn't surprise me that there was pre-Corey stuff, but I honestly thought their origin story was they went to a adult store and saw the guy in Stone Sour was like, hey, do you want to be our band? I literally thought that's what it was.
Yeah, I always forgot he worked at a sex store.
But once you know about Corey Taylor, it's not surprising at all. And yeah, it's just a wild ride, man, because it's like you definitely get parts that you're like, yeah, this is definitely a Slipknot record, though not Slipknot that you know it as today. There's some like heavy riffs that are like almost death metal-esque with the growls. And then there are the funk parts. There's just the funk parts. And then there's, noise. And so I like parts of this record. I really like the funk stuff. I don't like the vocals. It is Slipknot style vocals. And I like Corey Taylor.
Anders is a lot more on the side of death metal than he is Corey. Like he's actually doing like growling in sections, like the end of Slipknot, where it's like the I bring my clave into type stuff. But and then he has he raps on occasion, and
that was definitely the part, like the spoken word and the rap stuff. I'm like, meh.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Would I recommend this to people. Slipknot fans, go for it. Funk fans, sure.
They definitely, their like Confessions would be interesting because it's a lot softer of a song. The one part in Do Nothing would work, but like I don't think funk fans would like Tattered and Torn or.
Oh no! I mean, you would specifically be like, listen to this part of this song and this. Part
okay, gotcha.
It's just an interesting record. I didn't like it, but I like parts of it. Am I going to buy it? Nah.
I've really debated it, but it goes for a lot of money whenever it shows up. Because it's rare. It is a rare record to come across.
The last song, which is technically 2 songs, I didn't need that. I didn't need those at all.
You don't like Killers Are Quiet? I love Killers Are Quiet. It's a song I can just zone out to. And then that one turned into Iowa on Iowa.
Okay,
I don't know.
By the last song, I mean once
Dogfish.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't like Dogfish Rising. Okay, that's understandable.
Well, so how this person has it is from 30:26 up until 46:03 is Killers Are Quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's including all the buzz sounds and everything at the end of the song.
Right.
And then they start Dogfish right at like the spoken word stuff.
Mm.
But the actual like atmospheric portions of Killers Are Quiet before power tools are introduced and
okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
And Tim Allen makes a guest appearance and all that. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
By that reference, I just meant Tool Time.
Yeah. I was like, was there a sample that I missed?
No, it's just Tool Time. Oh, good. My cat's still under my desk, and I can put my foot on him. So yeah, I mean, there's like so much to say, but I don't know how to put it into words. I'm going to not lie to you. I've only listened to this twice.
Yeah, that's all I did for Septicflesh. So
well, that's bad. That's
all I needed to know that it was good.
Okay, fair enough. Part of it was just my busy week, and
no, that's fair.
I work a lot more, and but another part of it was just like I don't no, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I gave you this more as a thinking it's an interesting experience more than I thought you were going to be overjoyed with it.
I do think it's funny how you constantly are giving me things that you're just like, let's see what his reaction is.
Well, I haven't given you anything that I legit think you would hate. Like, I'm not trolling you or anything. I'm just like, this might be interesting to hear what he thinks about it. You know?
Okay, I'll give you that because I don't think you went in with Primitive Man going, man, Mitch is going to love this.
No, I just like, I like this. I think it's interesting. And so I don't know.
Okay, I can appreciate that. It doesn't get a rating for me. It's there. It exists. It's right. Interesting. I mean, it has a lot of good parts. I can't give it a rating because it's all over the place, but in a not bad way. But there are definitely parts that, it's just weird. It's interesting to check out. Go and check it out. See what the hell you think. Even if you don't like Slipknot, this might be something that is intriguing because it does not remind me of like Volume 3 at all. Granted, that's like way later in their discography.
The last album that featured anything that was from this was Iowa. So Gently appears on Iowa. It's way different. I actually prefer this album's version of it, Gently, because it has that very pretty intro. It almost has an Italian feel to me. The acoustic intro in Gently. But then on Iowa, it's just the really heavy bass. It's a little bit atmospheric, but it's the dun 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 dun. Like I just prefer this version. Tattered and Torn and Only One both appear on the self-titled. Now, what I was going to say about the song Slipknot, it's the song Sick, the first song off of Slipknot, but it's double the speed. So instead of dun 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 on Sick, it's dun 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 and different lyrics, of course.
I mean, that sounds way cooler.
Yeah. I like Sick, but I also like Slipknot as well. It was a lot of the lyrics for this record are actually inspired by the game Werewolf the Apocalypse, which is in the same universe as Vampire the Masquerade. So
right.
I'm going to keep mentioning that and Tim Curry in every episode as often as I can.
So now it's a Tim Curry podcast instead of Corey Taylor podcast, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And then, of course, Killers Are Quiet turned into Iowa, and I actually prefer Killers Are Quiet. I don't know why. I think Iowa, a lot of Iowa, the album, I just can't listen to all the time. It's so visceral and like hammer to the face all the time. And it's just, I can't sit down and listen to the entirety of Iowa. I can do bits and pieces here and there. Like, I love the song Skin Ticket. I like, Left Behind was great. And then Iowa is good, but I just kind of prefer the more, I think Killers Are Quiet is a bit more subtle. And I love when it actually drops, where he stops doing the whispered vocals once the actual heavy guitar comes in and he does the screaming part in Killers Are Quiet. I think that drop is just really good. The beautiful language, part. I really enjoy that. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad you didn't just downright hate it. I expected you to just find this record interesting more than anything.
It is. It was definitely better than that Dying Fetus record you gave me.
That's just not true. It's not.
It actually, gave me some interest and threw me off sometimes in a good way. So.
And apparently, Italian melodic death metal band Jump Scare paid tribute to this by titling their 5th track on their debut album as Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat. I've never heard of that band, but that's kind of cool. Thank you.
As a mellow death person, I've never even heard that band. And I like me some mellow death.
Presence growing value due to the large interest and low number of originals. Yeah, I almost thought I came across a real copy of this record once at the Exchange in Castleton. I just asked, it's like, can you look in your guys' system to see if any of you guys have it? And they said a store did, and they would have it shipped, but it turned out to be a bootleg. And the guy was very mad. The guy was very mad when I told him that. I was like, yeah, this one's fake, man. And he's like, well, it can't be. I'm like, it's fake. I know it's fake. Because if it was real, you wouldn't be charging $20 for it. Unless if you guys are just dumb.
Was that the only reason you thought it was bootleg?
No, there are physical differences. The original pressing has 2 imprint circles on the center. It's also a very specific mint green, which extends to the back of the CD as well. This one only had 1 circle, and it was a normal CD color as well.
Unfortunate.
Yep, it was, but it was interesting to have the opportunity. Yeah, so MFKR, it's I figured you would at least find it interesting, and it's also like I recommend people who, I mean, in general, if you just want to hear a weird album, it'd be cool, but I think Slipknot fans are the ones that are gonna get more out of it, obviously. But
for sure. But yeah, no, I God, as soon as that funk part comes in, I just remember
it's very fun. I thought it was the first time I was like, this is really weird. I love it.
I think I was like on my phone while listening, and I was like scrolling through, and I hear the funk
It's like,
part
did I skip
and
to something else?
Yeah, I like snapped up. I'm like, excuse me? What's going on?
Yeah, it's interesting. If you have any other interest for stuff, all the other songs that were leaked are interesting too. But it just depends on if you know the songs or not. Like, he has a version of Prosthetics, which is different than Corey Taylor's version on the self-titled. Same with the song Scissors.
Song.
Yes. The song Scissors is usually well known, and then he has a version of it which I also really enjoy. I think the lyrics are very similar, but the vocals are different, and I think it's cool. There's an early version of Left Behind called Lust Disease. Was it Left Behind? I think it's Left Behind, called Lust Disease. It's the same riff. Before I Forget makes an appearance. It's the riff on the song Carve, which the song has another like 50 seconds to a minute of a sample, which that's the one thing about this band. I can't stand the samples in their early work. Yeah, it's interesting. I just nerded out about the giant leak of all of the early material, and the Slipknot subreddit was freaking out because people kept posting links to all of it, and it's like the official Slipknot subreddit. It's like, guys, we appreciate you guys are super passionate about this, but the subreddit could get taken down if you keep posting these. Please stop. So yeah, I mean, at least you didn't just straight up hate it. I was like I said, I was just expecting you to find it interesting, and I'm glad that you did for the most part.
Yeah. And I'm not a huge Slipknot fan. I never have been. I like songs here and there, like Duality.
Of course.
That's a tasty jam.
That's not a normie. That's not a normie opinion at all.
Oh, wow. Excuse me. I thought we had a conversation earlier about accepting people.
No, Duality's a bop. You know, I'm not denying that. I watched. Have you ever watched the YouTube channel called Rick Beto?
No.
Or Rick Beto? He has a series called Why This Song Is Great or something, and he did a video over Duality, and there was stuff in that song that I've been listening to for years that I didn't notice. I'm like, this is kind of interesting. Like, good series if you have any interest in it. He's done a lot of songs.
Well, let us move on.
Also, if anybody does listen to this and is interested, the vocalist has another band that they released something in the 90s. It's the band called Pain Face. There's an album called Fleshcraft, which is pretty interesting. And then they also released an EP in like 2010, and it's pretty good. It's a bit more on the death metal-y side of things, but it's interesting if you're ever bored and want to take a listen to something a little different. So, but yes, I appreciate you taking the I can't talk anymore. Yeah, do the segue. Yeah. Do the segue. Sorry for interrupting, but
I think we should discuss what's happening in our lives. Ethan, have you regained your leg yet?
It's doing a lot better. I couldn't remember if I was supposed to start bending it to 40 degrees this week or until my next doctor's appointment. I tried calling, but they never answer or call back. So I'm just still at 20 degrees. I'm walking on it a little bit too much without my crutches, and my
stop that
foot has been Yeah, I know. My foot's been swelling up pretty bad, but it's feeling good. It's not been horrible at all. I'm just kind of getting sick of staying at home constantly. What have I been doing? I haven't really been doing a whole lot. I've been streaming. I'm doing a lot of audio work. I'm having people like having interest in coming to my place to record vocals, which is kind of cool, but they're also like my close friends, so I'm not really going to charge them money for it. So I don't know, but I'm being professional in that sense, because one of them is for an actual project. The other is just like dudes want to come over and record vocal covers because they don't have the gear. I'm like, all right, I guess, sure. But for the project I'm working on, I'm typing out like here are notes about what we did. Here's the gear we used. Here's what I was thinking, and et cetera, et cetera. So I figured maybe if I start doing that, I can maybe kind of stick my feet into that world if people need a decent person to go to track vocals. Been working on mixing stuff. I've been trying to do more video production, which hasn't really been going very well. Other than that, I've been playing a little bit more games. I've been watching YouTube a lot still. I'm introducing my brother to Tarantino, which I don't know if that's a good thing because he's only 15. But we watched Reservoir Dogs, and that movie's just great. And then eventually we're going to watch Pulp Fiction. But he has school, so we can't stay up super late in doing that. I finished Hannibal, the television show. It's very good. I highly recommend it. Although the further you go in the series, the more the dialogue sounds like a computer vomited up a thesaurus. It's just very, very weird dialogue, but it's good. I do recommend it. It's a great show. And I've started rewatching Stranger Things with my mother because she's never seen it, and she's enjoying it. And man, I forgot that season 1 of Stranger Things is actually pretty intense, like with actual horror elements, because that's pretty much what
I've never seen it.
It's so good.
It's on my watch list.
Seriously, watch it. It is a fantastic show. But the first season does have a lot of horror elements, which are just gone by the next 2 seasons, really. They kind of just ditch it for comedy, which, I mean, it is funny and the show is still good, but the first season is the best season of Stranger Things. So that's what I'm doing there, and just not much else. Just trying to catch back up on podcasts. I caught up with Chilluminati. I'm catching up on Cox and Crendor, and then they just finished up the first season of Stitch of Fate, which is that Vampire the Masquerade one that I listened to, and they're taking a break until January, so I might be able to catch up on that, and that's story-based, so I don't want to, skip episodes on that or anything. Otherwise, I'm not really doing a whole lot. I'm just trying to keep my music projects kind of trucking along, but it's going pretty slow.
That's fair.
What about you? What have you been up to? Other than working? Yeah.
Oh, well.
Because we already talked about that.
Yeah. I don't know. Not much, really. Aside from work, it's like I get home, I'm really tired. I wake up late, gotta go to work. It's pretty much the same pattern I have for afternoons, but I'm at work even longer. I enjoy the stuff, what I do and everything. I'll come home and play some Apex every now and again. I'm part of the Folding Coin Discord channel now.
Okay.
So, part of a cryptocurrency Discord, so, that's kind of cool, I guess. It was just me going, hey, where's my folding coin? You guys didn't pay me this month. And then finding out that they're 6 months backlogged on the blockchain. So nice. They're like, you'll get your folding coin eventually when we get this figured out. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm doing it for research anyways. Fun part about work, I'm being consistently exposed to COVID. That's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I my only solace in it is I'm pretty sure I've had COVID already. Back in November, December. I think you were gone by then, but I could be wrong. I had missed a day or two of work where I just felt dead. I could barely move. Breathing was not a fun time. And I was just constantly coughing up my lungs. And then for a month after that, I would be able to go to work and I felt fine, but just randomly all of a sudden I would have to have a coughing fit. It wouldn't be I breathed in too heavily or my throat tickled. It would just be all of a sudden my lungs were like, hey man, you know, it'd be cool. Cough. And I would like cough for like a straight minute. And I would like have to walk off the deck and have that. And then I would come back and be like, all right, I'm back to work. So there's a chance I had it and I might have some form of immunity. You know, there's a whole bunch of theories and people are saying you can get it again, and that might be true, but I don't know if they're different strains or whatever. I hate working at FedEx during this because people are really dumb and conspiracy theory, and Biden was announced to be the next elected president, and so that means we're going to be a communist country, and
I wish.
And it was going to get sold to China, but it's already been sold to China. And I just, yeah, man, I kind of want to just slam my head into the wall sometimes there. People not wearing masks. If somebody wears a mask, it's usually wrong.
Of course.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's whatever. I'm getting paid. I'm doing everything to keep myself safe and my roommates safe. I won't be having Thanksgiving, so that's cool because I'm not going to expose my parents to this.
Yeah, I mean, we're having a small thing just with our people we live with. As a family, we've decided that when it comes to Thanksgiving and Christmas, they're condensing it into one event, and we're holding it in like a big church where it's like we can just spread out. And because I don't know, I mean, we're doing that because my grandmother still wants to do it, but she's afraid of getting COVID. So if we're going, no, she is, and if we're doing that, we, you know, social distance, we're all wearing masks, et cetera, et cetera. But they didn't want to like just not do anything this year.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'll get to do Christmas this year, which will be the second time that I've missed Christmas with my family in a row. This year sucks, and just a quick fuck all of you guys that have made this virus go on this long because you were selfish. So, boom. Granted, it probably would still go on, but it might not be as bad as it is right now. Because I'm not even kidding you. Everyone at my facility is getting this for the most part.
Great.
Yeah. Ethan, you're not missing much there. Just, you know.
Oh, I figured. I can't imagine how it's going at the moment. I wouldn't be able to stand. I probably wouldn't have been able to stand it with all the political stuff going on recently.
You also probably wouldn't have been able to stand.
Yeah, probably. It's because I'm in pain. It's because I'm fat and injured all the time.
I just meant that you had knee surgery, but okay.
Yeah. So,
other than that, still playing Apex because I don't know why. I like Apex. That's never new news. I have been thinking and constantly re-listening to that one track he sent me, and maybe I'll do some violin for it. We'll see. Kind of trying to get my life together in general before I start doing stuff like that. I've been reading. That's new. I'm reading a book called Howard's Gift. My sister gave it to me when I graduated high school. It's just like a bunch of advice from a businessman. But it's like advice on life, not like just business. It's got some good points in it. Things I agree with.
I should get back into my audiobooks. I canceled my Audible account because I remembered that I had it, and I can't afford another month. So I did use my last 2 credits to get another of the Dresden Files books. And then they released a 3-story, multiple-hour Vampire the Masquerade novel, which I'm like, okay, I'll check that out.
Why does Dresden sound familiar?
It's a long-running adult fantasy series. The first book is called Stormfront. It's the Dresden Files. There was a TV show. They're talking about having another TV show. It's got like 16 or 17 books. And in all honesty, while I do like the books a lot, I actually recommend the audiobooks over the physical ones.
Oh, that's why I know Dresden.
Why?
It was it's Germany.
Oh.
Dresden is very famous for, if I remember correctly, during World War II, the Americans and British kept bombing the living shit out of it to the point that it literally just was gone off the face of the map, and like 25,000 people died there. It was just, I'm not even kidding you, it was like flattened, just gone. It's back again, but yeah, every time I hear Dresden, because I think you've mentioned this before, and I'm like, why do I know this name?
Right.
And yeah, it was just a German city that was completely devastated by bombing.
Gotcha. So, I do recommend them. It follows a character named Harry Dresden, which is a private investigator and wizard living in modern day Chicago, and he basically works with the police investigating supernatural disturbances.
Neat.
It's very interesting. There's like a little bit of controversy with the earlier books due to some of the writing decisions, which I'm able to look past, but I know some people aren't. It's just the way that he writes women. It's early 2000s. He actually has Harry admit to being a I don't think I'm thinking of the right word. Very chivalrous or whatever, kind of like damsel in distress type stuff. But there's less of that as it goes on. I'm on the 4th book now, and it's the writing is really good. The concepts are really good. But the first 2 books don't really feed into the other ones. But if anybody were to look into this series, it's one of the few times I actually recommend the audiobooks over just reading them, because the same guy does almost all the books. There's only one he hasn't done, and it's oh no, what's his name? He was in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. No, I don't want free audiobook. I just need the narrator. Please. Just you James Marsters does all of the narrations, and it's absolutely fantastic. I don't know why I like it as much as I do, but his way of narrating all of the books is just really good. The comedy lands a lot. Like, I've laughed out loud at parts while listening to it at work. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's good. It's good. And there's there's 17 books at the moment, with a couple of them being like 0.5 books. So like book 14 and a half or whatever. So
Jesus.
Yes. And yeah. And it has a lot of supernatural stuff. So like the first book is a lot of black magic, and there's some vampires. The second book has a lot of werewolf stuff, and it's just very it's also very unique the way that they do magic. It's not like Harry Potter type stuff. It's as I guess how would I put it? It's very grounded. It's very grounded. Where it's like, in order to make a potion, I'm using just random actual items in my house that aren't like normal potion type stuff. It's like, for this awake potion or energy potion, yeah, there's a base of coffee, but that's for like what's linked to the regular world, and then I need something that has a link to one of the elements, and then something that has link to like spirit and stuff like that, but it's all just items in his house. And also Bob the talking skull is hilarious, and he's my favorite character. I recommend the Dresden Files quite a bit. Yeah. Sorry to get into that.
Worries.
I enjoy it, and I have a lot of stuff I need to go through when it comes to reading.
I want to get back into the BattleTech series. There's like a group of books.
There was a game of that recently, wasn't there?
Uh-huh. Do you know what BattleTech is?
It's a mech thing, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Do you know Mech Warrior?
I know of it.
Same thing.
Oh. Okay.
It's a different name, but they are the same universe and everything.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Basically, here's the thing. BattleTech is a board game. Similar to 40K in that there are figures and books and you make the battles and everything. Then it became a book series, which is also a TV show. But I don't know anything about the TV show. And then there are video games. And like 40K, there's a bunch of backlogged lore that people have written about. And everything. And the lore's really good. I enjoy it. It's people fighting other people, of course, instead of like 40K where it's like, hey, there's this, how we travel through space is basically by stealing energy from hell. And, sometimes that makes people crazy. And there are demon gods and weird bug things. And
also space. Sorry.
Yeah. But I've read 3 of the books, which were the Warrior trilogy, and really good. Had an amazing twist at the very end of the 3rd book, which just threw me through a loop, and I was like, what? But there's like 60 books in the series.
Jesus.
But you don't need to read all of them. So like it's multiple authors and everything.
So it's kind of a Star Wars approach.
Yeah. So it's like you can pick and choose what you want to read. So like I recommend the Warrior trilogy and the Blood of Kerensky trilogy, which takes place, I believe, right after Warrior. And it's just like taking small sections and like looking at like a specific group of people during this war or battle or time of peace or whatever. It's really interesting.
Next episode on Distorted Entertainment, we're going to talk about books.
Let's see, what else am I trying to think of that I want to do? I want to get my room together. I was actually planning on doing that tonight and tomorrow. We'll see if I actually do it. But I still haven't fully set up my room or put my clothes away, and there are things that are all my instruments besides my acoustic guitar or not my acoustic guitar. I'm a man of class. It's a classical nylon guitar from Yamaha.
Oh, you mean Grandpa's guitars?
Hey. That guitar is my favorite dirt bike. You leave me alone.
Pardon?
Yamaha.
Oh,
they make.
Did you know? Are you aware of the website Rondo Music?
Sounds familiar, but I also might just be confusing it with the term rondo, which is a music term.
Are you aware of the company Agile?
No.
Okay, so Rondo Music it's kind of like Harley Benton and stuff like that. It's a lesser known guitar brand that basically just copies other brands, but it's not half bad for the price. But they make a acoustic guitar. They make an 8-string acoustic when it's actually not half bad.
Oh, okay. Weird. But yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was interesting. I was reminded of it.
Wow, that's interesting. Let's see what else.
I feel like you're being sarcastic with me, Mitchell.
No, I wasn't. That is actually interesting. I never even
I wonder if it's
wrap my head around an 8-string acoustic, and I don't know why.
I feel like you would like that more than a real 8-string guitar.
Here's the thing. This is why I haven't really picked up extended range on guitar and bass. I'm not comfortable with the instrument yet.
Right.
I can play a 6-string decently, but I've like picked up a 7-string once and I got like really, really confused really fast.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like a 7-string is basically just drop A on a 6-string guitar.
Or drop B, depending on how you tune it.
Mm. Also, the 8-string acoustics are also multi-scale.
Oh.
So, but they're about
like,
$500.
But that's not bad at all. Like my violin, like if I had started out on a 5-string, I'd probably be confused at all hell, but I'm so comfortable with a 4-string that switching over to the 5-string, I have like minimal issues. And the only reason is because string placement is different because it's a curved bridge instead of like a flat bridge. So like I have to get used to like the string spacing and curving and how I have to angle my bow for each one. But other than that, like, yeah, I don't know. What else? Dark Tranquility's Moment will be in my mailbox on Wednesday, so hopefully I'll get to listen to that. I'm going to try to go through a good portion of their discography before it gets here, just so I can pump myself up. Getting ready to start getting ready for the GRE.
The what now?
It's the SAT for grad school.
Oh, interesting.
I especially recently have realized how much I don't want to be this part of my life anymore. And I want to be in a real career and not working at FedEx. For the people that work at FedEx that like it, good for you. Not for me.
Right.
It's a good source of money. It has insurance. It definitely has a safety net because I'm an essential employee. But yeah, I don't want to be moving people's packages and going out in the cold rain and staring at trailers while trying to write underneath a plastic bag for like 2 hours.
Right.
And hearing two stupid people talk. Not that there aren't stupid people in universities. I mean, Ethan went to one. But
that's fair.
You know, I even though I'm still having to deal with my depression, I think I've gotten to the point in my depression where I'm so sick of it that I'm like getting like angry motivation.
And
I'm just like pissed, and I'm like, I'm getting Dark Souls motivation, which is funny because when I first played Dark Souls, I was like, man, fuck this game. And then like I came back like a week later and I was like, no, you know what? Fuck this game. It's not going to beat me. I'm going to beat it. And then it became one of my favorite video game series.
I have never played. I've played some Bloodborne. I've never played any of the other Souls games. And then I started watching NL play the Demon Souls remake, and it looks really pretty.
It looks really pretty. And I really want a PS5 just to play it.
Yeah, you know, if I got a PS5, I'd probably try it. But I'm mainly wanting a PS5 for Dat Miles Morales, though, even though I can play it on PS4, I think. I'm just Baroque. So
that's my favorite era of classical music.
Yeah, I was trying
period. Damn it. Oh,
yeah.
My minor in music theory is pointless now. Oh,
yeah.
I said Baroque era, and there was no era of Baroque. It was a period. Somebody take my minor away.
All right.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, it's just get ready to move on in my life kind of thing. I plan on possibly tonight, maybe tomorrow night, writing a bunch of emails to former professors, because for people that don't know this, Mitch really screwed up in college and his professors really saved his ass in a really kind way. Like, I still had to earn my grades and everything, but they were like, look, you're going through a hard time. Here's some really long extensions on your assignments. Please do not disappoint me. By the way, all the high school teachers that say college is really unforgiving and all the professors are hard, high school was harder. Way harder.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, depending what you take.
Well, by that, I mean, yes, what I was learning, much more difficult. than in high school.
Mm-hmm.
High school was a breeze, but like my workload for the most part, not bad.
Right.
Most of my professors, some of the nicest, most caring people I have ever met. Like, some of my professors gave me year-long extensions on my assignments. Because they were just cool. Other ones were just like, yeah, we can work with this and I'll try to help you out where I can, because they don't want to see you fail. They want to see you learn. I'm not saying that's every professor, of course, but a lot of my professors were just super chill. They wanted you to succeed. They were, not cutthroat. All my high school teachers were pretty much just cutthroat. It's my way or the highway. You do what I say. I am the boss.
Oh, yeah. And I definitely agree about the college ones. Shout out to Matthew Powers from IUPUI. Dude was amazing.
Which one was Powers? I know that name.
He was the very eccentric one. You would know Powers if you saw him. He was, he was crazy, but everybody loved him. He did a lot of the gaming courses.
Okay. I had a different Professor Powers. He was an English teacher.
Oh, no, that would not be Matt. No.
Which, I mean, Mr. Powers of the writing classes was also really chill and cool. I think I do know Matthew Powers, but I didn't have any of his classes.
I'm kind of sad he's not on Facebook anymore for some reason.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, college, I miss it. I miss it greatly. I know that's not for everyone, but I want to be a professor, so it's probably a good thing that I miss college.
Right. I remember looking for jobs and something popped up for an audio guy at IUPUI. I'm like, I know a lot about audio, and I clicked on it. It's like, oh, you have to have a master's and a ton of other stuff. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I was going to teach at IB Tech or I was going to apply to a teaching gig at IB Tech for intro to ethics, because that's not hard.
Mm-hmm.
I could teach that. If I can teach a machine ethics lecture here and there, I can probably teach intro to ethics. But they were like, you have to have a master's. And I'm like, you're a community college. Fuck off. You're lucky I have a degree.
I mean, you could always still apply, but
no, it was a hard, I talked to somebody that worked at Ivy Tech.
Oh.
And they're like, don't even bother.
I tried applying recently to, the channel and sub-channels of What Culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a opening for video editing on What Culture Wrestling and Who Culture, and I tried doing that, but I haven't heard anything back. Who knows? They could still be going through emails, obviously, but I don't think I'm going to get it, unfortunately.
Hey, at least you tried, though.
Yeah, it's also England, so I don't know. It's kind of it's work from home, but I don't really know how it'll go. I'm looking forward to it, though. Maybe I'll hear back from them at some point.
You could always email them and just ask, hey, are you guys still considering? And
that's true. I could always shoot a follow-up email. I worked hard on it, too. I actually made, a nice cover letter, which I hardly ever do.
Is that what you asked me about?
Yes. I'm not good at cover letters, dude.
Dude.
But this one, I don't know.
Cover letters are, to me, the most pointless fucking thing in the planet.
Mm-hmm.
I hate applying to jobs because they make you give them your resume, but you also have to answer all the questions from your resume on their application usually.
Yeah.
And you also have to put those answers in a cover letter. And I'm like,
not necessarily.
True.
You don't necessarily have to do that. When I was researching, there's a couple different kinds of a couple different kinds of cover letters. The one that I looked at for this job was called an impact cover letter, where you kind of make it a lot more personal, where it's so what I did was I talked about how I got introduced to What Culture Wrestling specifically. I was talking about how, I was surfing the web when I was taking a quick break from college work, and I said, well, I've ever since 2014 or 2015 or whatever, I've been a pretty consistent watcher. And then I doubled that over to, I saw the video editing thing. This is what I do, et cetera, et cetera. So I made it a bit more personal than just like, I came across your job offer or your job page. And so,
right.
Which that also threw me off because I'm like, am I making this too personal? Am I doing like, I don't know.
To me, I should just be able to be like, here's my resume. It shows that I'm qualified. If you're still interested, let's have an interview. But I also do better in interviews than I do at writing it out, even though I'm really good at writing, I think. At least research papers anyways, and story papers. But that's me in a nutshell. I want to get back into music, but I need to get my room clean, but I got to find the motivation, all that fun jazz. But hopefully I can make that happen because I'm just getting angrier each day because of what's going on in the world, and I'm trying to keep that calm.
Yeah, I feel you. I've been doing a little bit better. The seasonal depression is starting to kick in, and it really doesn't help that it's starting to get dark at like 5 p.m. now.
Hey, at least you're not me where you're awake during the dark and then you go to sleep right as the sun's coming up.
That's true, I guess. So,
which, I mean, that doesn't bother me at all. I don't really notice a difference in how I feel or anything. But who knows? Anyways, other than that, it's life. It's hard out there, folks. Stay safe and all that jazz. And maybe, just maybe, we might have another episode in which I'm going to recommend stuff to Ethan and he'll recommend stuff to me. So why don't we...
Holy crap, what do we do? What? We're going to do what?
I know.
What?
I think we should maybe do our recommendations.
Before we do that,
ruined my segue.
Yeah, I know. I apologize. I'm just wanting to make sure. Are we wanting to do the Rolling Stone article as a bonus? I can probably go through it tonight.
Why not? Let's go ahead and do it.
Okay, so also, guys, we're posting at the same time as this episode. We're gonna have a little bonus episode. We came across another list, which we could probably just have a spin-off show just about lists at this point. But
please God, no.
It's the top one. So it's Rolling Stone. I thought it was just posted, but maybe it was just updated because it says it was posted in 2017. But I read something about it recently. But it was the top 100 greatest metal albums of all time. And that's just too many things to go through in one episode. So instead of taking up a ton of time on this one and making it like a 4-hour episode, as much as Mitch would want to do that,
that's probably as fuck if we do.
We're gonna do a bonus, and it should be going up at the same time or shortly after this particular episode. So we just wanted to let you guys know that, and let's get on to our recommendations for the next episode. I forget who went first last time, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Do you have what you want to give me?
Yeah. So last week I gave you a choice between, MFKR and then a Tech Death record, and I know exactly what I was going to give you. Well, I know what I'm going to give you, but now I don't necessarily remember the album title. Give me a second.
Oh, that's promising.
No, it's just because I listen to more of the individual songs.
Oh, God.
Why? Oh, I accidentally clicked artist, not band name. That's it. I was trying to remember the lead single because that's also the title track. I'm going to give you Archspire's Relentless Mutation.
Archspire's Relentless Mutation.
It's the tech death band that for a while I couldn't get into, but I did listen to that record and it finally kind of broke through. It's straight up tech death. It is look what we can do, but also it's just stupid talented, and like the vocalist makes me mad. And
gotcha.
It's good. It's really really cool. I didn't realize this is only a 30-minute album, though. That's fine. Whatever.
Do you want to give me? No, you know what? I don't want 2 albums.
No, it's okay.
We only can do the double album every 5 episodes, except episode 10. Jesus. Episode 10's a special one.
Yes, we're planning a fairly large special 10.
I already 100% know what I'm giving you. And I'll just have really specific instructions.
I'm also going to have very specific instructions for what I'm giving you.
Anyways, so what I'm giving you is, I think I should go Staying Away from Prague. So this isn't a prog record.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a band out of Russia.
Okay.
They are what's the best way to put them? A melodic doom band, I guess would be the way to put them, or melodic depressive metal, somewhere around that area.
Okay.
It's kind of similar. They do a lot of covers of My Dying Bride.
You've talked about this band. I just don't remember the name.
I have. So this was actually my first band that I ever experienced this with. I got into them around like 2016, 2017. I have this friend who's another friend, but me and him are friends, named Jade, and he was actually the guitar player and bass player of my band Ethereal Solace when that was a thing. Mm-hmm. And I hate Jade because he's really good at everything he does.
All right.
He's a fantastic musician. But he found out that I had just gotten into Lotus Either by Opeth. And we were discussing music, and he's like, well, listen to their other records, blah, blah, blah. Well, he got me into this band out of Russia, and he got me into him because he's like, you play violin? Well, listen to this band. This band basically got rid of the lead guitar player and replaced it with a violinist.
Okay.
They are called Dominia.
Dominia. I have found them.
They are on Spotify. I forgot they recently put their stuff on Spotify.
Awesome.
The album is called Divine Revolution.
Okay, so they've kind of put out stuff nearly every year. They skipped 2018. But recently. Yeah, so this is their 2019 record.
No. Remember, they put stuff recently on Spotify. Recently. So, no, this is actually a really old record.
Interesting. They don't have the correct years then.
No. Divine Revolution, when did you come out?
Because I assume the other ones are true, because 2014 Theophania, 2009 Judgment of the Tormented Souls.
Yep.
I wonder why those Divine and then the Withering of the Rose is weird. But
Divine Revolution's 2006.
You cut out there.
Divine Revolution's 2006.
Oh, okay. All right.
I believe it's their first record, actually.
Interesting. But yeah, I got it. For what you described as a possible doom band, their songs are not very long, so that's comforting.
No, it's just they got like, I think they got more doomy as like around like the third record on.
Okay.
This is definitely more in the veins of like death metal, melodic death metal kind of area.
Okay. All right. I can get down with that.
But the one song that and it's on the record, is the song Mountains of God's Depression.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most beautiful songs I have ever heard. Super pretty. So hopefully you enjoy it. Joey loves this band, by the way.
Okay.
I was
just thinking of another band that he really likes. So, Woods of Ypres.
Oh,
I really enjoy Woods. I really enjoy them too.
I need to give them another listen.
Maybe I will give you them at some point. If you've ever heard of Glenn Fricker, Spectre Sound Studios, he actually mixed their first couple of records. So, yeah, he's listened to, or he did, I think it's whatever record the Shams of Optimism is on. And I really like that song. That back then they were combined. They had like doom and black metal songs. So the Shams of Optimism is very, very black metal, which is interesting because I enjoy it a lot. So, but yeah, all right. So we got Dominia, Divine Revolution, and Relentless Mutation by Archspire for the next episode. Cool. I am excited for that. As for the song of the episode that we are featuring, I'm actually going to do two. We got to redo a couple of songs due to the first couple of episodes being in mono. Many apologies to the bands we featured back then, like 2 months ago. We've been going since August. Like,
that feels weird.
It does feel weird. Like, it feels like we've been going for a lot longer, but I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. But I'm actually going to we're gonna redo Being Still's Murder in Baltimore. But prior to that, we're going to do a band that I talked to recently called I believe it is pronounced Nakash, NACHASH. They are a metal/hardcore band from Tampa, Florida, and I'm going to be playing a song of theirs called Serpents. And yeah, so we're going to be playing Nakash Serpents, and then we're going to be replaying Being Still, Murder in Baltimore. All right, guys, we're going to be off to record a bonus episode. So if you like what you hear, obviously go check that out and rate us on Apple Podcasts. Share it around. We appreciate all of you greatly. My name is Ethan Carpenter. You can find me on Instagram at MFKRWill. I also go live on Twitch at WASD_Gamecom if you're ever interested. And Mitchell, if you want to, I'm joined by Mitchell Wade, who can plug his stuff if he'd like.
Still not going to plug because I don't got anything to plug.
Fair enough. Perhaps I'll stop asking until you tell me not to. All right, we're going to go record a bonus episode. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys, well, A, shortly, but B, in a couple of weeks. See ya.
Goodbye.